Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? This is Al Butler with the RBBS Logistics Learning Center and the National Dispatchers Network. And I want to welcome you all today to the Six Figures Book and Pray from Home show. It is Saturday, 10:15, so you know what time it is. Every Saturday, we're right here, 10:15 with the Six Figures Book and Pray from Home show. Now, got some stuff that we need to introduce to you all. As you all know, we are doing some new things here. We are adding some things that I think is going to benefit you all greatly. For the first time, we had our, let me see if I can pull it up here. If I can pull it up here. Let me share my screen. First of all, see what we got going on. And we are sharing. Here we go. Now we are sharing. All right. For those of you who are joining us live, welcome. Look forward to your participation. For those of you who are watching us on Facebook, as you all can see, we are on Facebook today. We are in the RBBS Logistics Learning Center. We're on All Truckers United. We are on Freight Brokers, Instructors, and Trainers. We are also on Who Wants to Be a Freight Broker / Independent Dispatcher. And as well as we are on Truckers Passing Time and CDL Professionals. So we're all over the place today. And we're also on Freight Brokers. I didn't put them in there, but we're also on the Freight Brokers page. We are all over the place today. And so I want to welcome those viewers who are viewing us on those respective groups. And we appreciate those groups letting us be a participant and sharing what we have to share on their page. So with that being said, let's get started. All right, for those of you who are members of our platform, you can go to mydispatcher.org. Okay, that's mydispatcher.org. That is your back office holding page. If you are a subscription paying member, you can go over to the curriculum right here. Then click the little more button. You go over to the live weekly training and curriculum page. Click on that. You take it over here and you can click join online meeting, and you will be able to join us live and be able to participate and interact, ask questions, things of that nature. Now, if you are not a subscription paying member, you won't be able to access this link. You won't be able to access this page. So this is only reserved for our subscription paying member, our select few, our privileged few. That's what it's for, okay? Once you are there, then you all will be able to log into our Zoom account and you will be able to participate with us live. Only members can participate live and have the interactive type of thing that we do on here. You all, you're just gonna have to watch, okay? All right. Oh, let me do this. Let me put up my screen here, my background screen, because I noticed that I was not. Let me cast this over to my background screen. Cast this over to my big screen. Phillips, there we go. And we are back in the background. We are casting. All right, there's some people in, so we got some people knocking and they want to get in. All right. How was everybody's week? Did everybody have a good week? Yeah. Everybody had a good week? Y'all had bad weeks? Good weeks? What?
I had a good week.
All right, then. That's what I'm talking about. If y'all notice, we did something new this week, okay? Because normally we would have on Wednesday nights, we normally had the Q&A. We're still gonna have Q&A, but what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be replacing the Tuesday night broker training with our new segment, because we are going to the broker efficiency program that's going to be specifically for brokers. So we're going to that. So we're going to be no, I take that back. We're going to keep the how to broker training, but we are replacing the how to dispatch training on Monday nights. We're replacing that with the students self-training session. Okay, and we introduced that to you all this past Wednesday with Miss Deja Walker was the host for that this past Wednesday. And I want to give a shout out to her, and I want to say I appreciate you all supporting her and helping her get through that. So, and she did a great job. If y'all want to know what that is right now, it is on YouTube. It is also on our Facebook page. You can go to YouTube and you can pull it up, and you go to our channel, RBBS Logistics Learning Center on YouTube, and you can pull that up. It is the latest one that we posted. So it's there, it's up for the world to see it, and she made her debut, and she did a great job. Let's see if I can pull it up here. Respond.
Hey, Calvin.
Hey. Who is this talking?
Deja.
Hey, Deja, we were just talking about you.
I
Talking
know.
about we're just talking about your debut. Hold on. And get YouTube to do what it's supposed to do here. Why is YouTube taking so long? Different browser. What's going on with that? Okay, let's go to this browser right here. Let's see what's going on with YouTube. Here we go. All righty. Go to our channel. But we want to mention that this past Wednesday, we introduced our self-training session. And this is it right here, as y'all can see there. And it was hosted by none other than Miss Deja Walker. And no, you did a great job. You really did. Now, what we're going to start doing is every Monday night, instead of having the how-to dispatch training, because we've already completed that series. And those are already up. They're online. They're in your back office. They're on YouTube. They're on Facebook. So you all shouldn't have any problem finding the how-to series and having all the steps there on knowing how to dispatch. Because all the steps are there. So we finished that. So we don't want to keep going over and over and over and over that again. So for you new people, if you're coming in and you want to know the steps to dispatching, the way we do it, go to the how to dispatch series. We even created a playlist so y'all can go directly to it. But this was Deja's debut in doing the students helping each other via Zoom. It's called the self-training sessions. Now, we're going to have this every Monday night. And I'm going to be reaching out to different students. I want you all to reach out to me and let me know that you all are expressing an interest in hosting one of those sessions. Okay? Now, why do you all think this is a good thing for you all?
Get to bounce ideas off each other. It's part of network.
That too. But there's another reason why it's good for you all.
Get us to open up and learn how to teach too.
There you go. Because y'all don't talk much. Y'all kind of quiet. You know, I come over and I talk to you all, and you all are kind of, you look close.
I be trying to learn. I'm new now. I be trying to learn.
I understand. You all are a little bit reserved. You're kind of, okay, I don't want, got people watching, you know, going out to thousands of people on YouTube, and, you know, we got, you know, hundreds of thousands of views and all these, I don't want to, oh, I got to bring y'all out, okay, because y'all don't talk very much now. And believe it or not, one of the biggest assets, one of the biggest benefits, one of the biggest skill sets that you can have in this industry is the gift of gab, right? Because in order to get business, you got to talk to people, okay? That is a primary function. That is a necessity, you know, of learning how to do this business. Like birds can't fly without wings. You gotta have wings to fly. You gotta talk in this business to make money. You do. Because you're not gonna get carriers without talking to them. You're not gonna get shippers without talking to them. You're not gonna get brokers to just send you over loads other than you going to the load board without talking to them. You got to talk to everybody in this industry to make something happen. And you got to get comfortable with opening up and learning how to use the power of your voice to convince people to do what you want them to do. Make sense to everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sense
There's
made.
also another reason why we're doing this, because remember, we are starting the broker efficiency consulting division, right? And if you all are sending in your applications and your letters of interest for that position, for those positions, but what does that position require you to do most? Communicate with the brokers and their people, right?
Right.
So you all have got to get used to leading these types of meetings. You got to get used to going on and presenting these Zoom meetings and these conference calls and these interactive things, and learning how to engage people and learning how to control a webinar, okay? And learning how to keep the dead space from being dead space. Because if y'all notice, I'm always because that keeps what we call dead space. Anytime you get to a point in any type of conference or any type of meeting or any type of anything, if you're doing on a broadcast, you have what's called dead space. You never want dead space. You don't want to get to the point where there's you start wondering where they at, what's going on? Why no one not saying anything? And that's a skill you have to learn. Okay, that's one of the skills of presentation. Okay, or one of the skills of controlling a meeting. Okay, so that's what I want you all to work on when you all are hosting these self-training meetings. And I figure it'll be easier for y'all to get used to it if you're training each other, because you all are already kind of used to each other. Okay, and you all can kind of talk about the stuff that you know and things that you're trying to learn and things that help you and things that work for you. Okay, so that's what this is all about. Because I want you all to be ready come May 1st. Okay, when we launch this, and I pick the first 20 of you all, and we're gonna have a lot more than 20 now, but that's starting out with 20. When I pick the first 20 of you all to be the efficiency consultants, you all have got to be ready to go in there and contact these brokerage firms, and you got to let them know that you are confident, that you know what you're doing, you know what you're talking about, and you can help them or lead them profitability. That's what it boils down to. All right, and nothing shows people that you are confident in what you're doing more than when you can verbalize and convey to them how to do certain things, or convey to them what's the purpose of certain things and what are the benefits, and this is why it should be done this way. And if you're nervous, or if you're, don't want to talk and you got a lot of dead space, that conveys to them, they don't quite know what he's talking about because he's unsure of himself or herself. Does that make sense to everyone?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so you all shy away from this now. So, send me some stuff by inbox on Facebook, call me up, hit me up on the back office site chat or whatever and say, hey, I want to host next week's what you call it. I want to host one. Put y'all, I can slide y'all in there. Might have to start sliding y'all in 2 at a time when y'all can have a co-host thing. And that would kind of take the pressure off of what? You're doing it all by yourself, right?
Right.
Right. And you all could combine your training sessions, the consulting sessions, when you start with the efficiency program. So if, let's say, Deja has ABC brokerage firm and Damien has 1, 2, 3 brokerage firm, and they're both managing, you all can have a co-training session one night. Right?
Right.
we
I
doing
was
some
session with
things
Days, man. I was on a session with Days. I was on that session. It was pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. For you not to be in it and us just being us.
Yeah, you gotta get used to that.
Everybody knows as much as you do, but we figure shit out.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about. Because you learn more when you have to figure it out than someone just telling it to you. Right?
Yeah, a lot of people asking questions. A lot more people, different people than I ever heard. So
Exactly. Look, I've always told you all, and I said this when I was pitching this idea to some people. I said that look, the key to this is student participation. So the key to this is student participation. Okay. The whole key to this whole thing that makes this so unique, and makes this so much better than any other platform out there. Because all the other platforms, they almost forbid their students or their clients from talking to each other. They purposely go out of their way to keep them separated, keep them from talking to each other after the fact. I mean, you know, so that is the biggest, one of the biggest appeals to our platform. Because you all do interact with each other all the time. You're on the chat group, with each other, helping each other out. All of you may not be doing great. Some of you are doing great. Some of you are doing okay, and some of you are not doing that great at all. But you are all there together, and you're there to feed off of each other. You're there to share information on why you are doing well in this area, and this person said, well, I'm doing well in this area because of this. And the person said, well, how can I get myself up to this area? And you all share information, and you give each other tips, and you help each other come along. And you also network. Okay, where one person may not be so great in one area, another person is, you all team up and you all play off of each other. Okay, that's where this platform differentiates itself from every other training platform in the industry. There is no other platform that has the complexities that we have. Okay, because we do allow you all to help each other, and you do a lot of self-training already. So we just thought we'd bring it to the forefront and broadcast it, so you all get used to how to do this. Get used to using Zoom, get used to using the tools and stuff within Zoom and the platform. So when it comes time for us to go live with the efficiency consulting platform, you all will be ready, and you all will make some money. Now, there's another reason why this is good for you all, right, Deja? Deja, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry.
There's another reason why this is good for you all, because what happens, Deja, when you host one of the sessions?
You get money.
You get paid. All right. Look, I don't want you all to look. We are not here to take advantage of you all. Okay, that's not what we're here to do. And I purposely didn't tell Deja this until the last minute. Okay, because I want you all to feel like this is something you want to do. But at the same time, the RBBS Logistics Learning Center is not here to take advantage of anyone. Okay, because remember, what you all earn, you keep. Right? What you all earn, you keep. You pay us a monthly subscription fee to access everything that we have for you all. So we do make money from these videos when they go on YouTube. They generate ad revenue. So if we're generating ad revenue from the presentation of these segments, we don't want to just have you all to come on and basically do my job for a day and not get paid. Make sense?
Makes sense.
Okay. So what we do when you host one of the sessions, we compensate you like you would be compensated if you're doing a consulting session. You get $100 for that session. Okay. So when you all agree to host a session, I'll basically say, okay, what's your cash tag or whatever. And just before the session or just after the session, you all will receive your compensation of $100 for hosting that segment. Okay?
Okay.
Still at lunch money for the week. Okay, but look, because we want you all to have every opportunity to develop and be successful. That's what it's all about. Okay. We don't want you all just on a platform just to be on a platform. We want you all to be successful, because if you are successful, then it boasts our credibility, right?
Right.
All right, so that's what it's all about. All right, with that being said, okay, so Monday nights are gonna be are gonna be student self-training sessions, students helping each other, okay? That's what Monday nights are gonna be, and I want you all to send me your request to host a Monday night session, and we will have a different person. And then once we go through as many people that wants to do it, then we'll rotate back around and just keep doing it that way. Okay, so that's what we want to do. We want you all to get real comfortable in doing what you all need to be doing. Get ready for these consulting sessions, and it's also going to help you tremendously to become very comfortable with talking to shippers, talking to brokers, talking to owner operators. It's going to help you with your pitch, help you with your timing, your delivery, your voice inflection. You want to go high when you want to be excited. You want people to be like, wake up. You want to go low when you want people to kind of focus in on what you're saying. You know, it's all about the emotions of your voice. And through your voice, you can literally influence people to do what you want them to do. Believe it or not, you really can. Okay? That's what makes a great salesperson. That's the difference between the $40,000 a year salesperson and the $400,000 a year salesperson. Right?
That gift of gab.
Yeah, you go to car dealerships, who is usually the top salespeople? And it's high. No, I'm just playing.
That's true.
usually the top salesperson is the guy that likes to talk or who can talk, right?
Right.
Or who has that gift. Yeah, who has that gift of keeping a conversation going to keep people engaged. Now, it just so happens that a lot of those people tend to do be high, but you know, I'm not saying that's a direct correlation, but it does seem to be that way. Okay, I was high on life, so I was always a great car salesman. When I started out in car sales, I was averaging somewhere between 27 and 32 cars per month, every single month.
Good.
Yeah, I was a pretty good car salesman. There was one time, I think I still hold the record of the most cars sold in one day here in Tallahassee. That was called a Midnight Madness. It was with Courtesy Nissan. Don't forget it. And I sold 21 cars one day. 21 cars. It was from midnight to midnight. It was a Midnight Madness sale. 25 from midnight to midnight. I sold 21 cars. The next closest person sold like 13. But I was a pretty good car salesman. Okay. So y'all probably say, yeah, I can see that because all you do is yep. All right.
Good job.
Okay.
Good job, Calvin.
All right. All right.
Must
So,
been
all right. So y'all get ready for that because I want you all to be ready for that and be ready to what's called it. And what I'll do is I have a little session with you all before you go on to kind of give you some pointers, you know, and kind of watch out for some tips on how to control conversation, some tips on how not to let headspace take over, things like that. Okay? All right. But hey, you did a great job, everybody. For a round of applause. You did a great job.
You did a great job.
Good job.
You really did. Now I've gone back and watched it twice.
Good job.
Thank you, y'all. I was nervous because I was like, they're gonna be like, she don't know nothing. Why she didn't pay for this? Why? What is this?
Nah, you did good, man.
Good job, Daisy.
Yeah, you did.
Thank you.
And that's what it's all about. You know, it's not so much about how much you know, but it's the effort and
Yes.
you all coming together to help each other out. Okay, so that's why it's called self-training session. Students helping each other. Okay, all right, and I expect that to be a pretty popular segment on our YouTube channel. Okay? As y'all can see here, it's only been up for a couple of days. And it's got 187 views, and look at the likes, all 13 likes. So, one of our haters who always goes on to give us, we always if y'all look at our videos, we always have one dislike. I'll tell y'all who that person is, but I think y'all already know.
Haterade.
I mean, if you dislike us that much, why do you even go and watch our videos? I always have one dislike. We have like 57 likes and one dislike.
Why should he just faithfully dislike it?
Everybody gotta have haters, bro. Gotta
I
have haters.
know, but you know, but it is what it is. So you know, we live with it. We like it. You know, we love all of them. You know, the haters and the followers alike. You know, we love all of them. All right. Okay. Now today, what we are going to be going over is, let's get back to our area here and see what we're going to be going over today. All right. Today we're going to be going over the evolution of your dispatch firm to a third-party logistics, okay, provider. Talk about the liabilities and the risks and how easy or how difficult is it to make that transition. Now, does everyone know what a 3PL is? I just said it, so I already let the cat out of the bag. It's a third-party logistics firm. Okay. But exactly what do third-party logistics firms do? What is their function? Can anybody tell me?
They manage the they pretty much like the middleman, and they manage or organize the shipments to like boats and airplanes and those other types of transportation vehicles, I believe.
Okay. All right. That's true. Okay. For the most part, that is true. They can manage all venues of freight movement. Okay. Do they have to manage all venues of freight movement?
No.
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 No. You can be a third-party logistics firm and only deal with trucks. You can be a third-party logistics firm and only deal with rail, only deal with ship. You can do it and deal with all three. But what's the unique thing about a 3PL that makes it kind of the sought after position or the level of where you want to get to? What makes it such a great move for you all?
I guess because you can, I guess, collect revenue and don't have your hands all into the mix with I guess, the planning and stuff.
Yeah, but
Sort of, kinda.
But isn't that what brokers do, or dispatchers do, or freight forwarders do?
With an MC number.
Say that again.
It's kind of like a dispatcher with an MC number, so you can probably get money off of both ends legally now.
Well, you can't. But do you need an MC number on the third party logistics firm?
No.
I'm not sure.
Huh?
No.
I'd say I'm not sure.
Exactly. No. And therein lies the appeal to.
Okay.
Because much like dispatching, you don't have quite the same risk as a broker or a freight forwarder, right?
Right.
Because it's kind of easier to slide in, and you're pretty much doing the same thing you're doing when you were dispatching with some added stuff you got to do.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
All right. And that's what makes that transition such a likelihood, or one that's more desirable if you're trying to reach to a different level. Instead of going, so I'm gonna go from dispatching to being a broker. Okay, well, you can do that. But when you go to being that broker, you got a lot of money you got to spend. You got a lot of liability you got to take on, right?
Yes.
If you go to a freight forward, you got a lot of money you got to spend. Right? A lot of liability you got to take on, right?
Okay, Calvin, can I stop you right quick before you go further? Now, can you explain what a freight forwarder does or is?
Okay, freight forwarders are the ones that handle those stuff that comes in from. They can handle all forms of transportation off of freight. They can book it from an overseas, and they get paid. They can get paid on the containers that they book with containers. They can book contracts with a supplier of of the shipping containers that go on those ships.
Okay.
And they can say, okay, well, I need, 20 containers or 100 containers or whatever it may be, and the freight goes in that, what is the name, you off of that. When it goes on the ship, so the ship said, well, I need to put these 100 containers in this block on the ship. They need to be in the storage bay, or they need to be on top, or they need to be in some type of refrigerator, or they need to be hooked up to some type of electrical stuff or whatever, this and that, and then you work out negotiations on that. Okay.
Okay.
Then when it gets to the port, you can say it's got to be picked up by a truck. You can arrange for the shipment of the truck, and you can get that. You can take it to an airport. You can got to put on a plane. You can arrange for that. You get your percentage on that. Then it goes to another place and get picked up by another truck. You take it to a rail yard. You see what I'm saying?
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Now,
A freight forwarder is a person who figures out the
logistics,
most cost-efficient way and quickest way to get freight from one place to another. If
Okay.
it's freight that has to be on a plane, they'll put it on the plane. If they can put it on a truck and get it there quicker, they'll put it on a truck. If they can put it on the boat and it costs less to put it on the boat, they'll put it on the boat.
or
I
they
heard
can put
about
or they can put it on
train.
or they can put it on all of them.
Okay.
Right.
All right. I
You know what
just
I'm
know
saying?
the train portion of it, 'cause I used to work for Amtrak.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was all the same.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Now, yeah. Now, make a ton of money, but you got to spend a ton of money on the freight forward.
Okay.
You got to deal with some international restrictions, some international licensings, and it's all types of things you got to deal with. Okay, and pretty much just about need a legal team.
Okay.
Okay, so
right.
it's kind of deep involved, but that's why 3PLs are so popular, because they fall within that, the seams of things, right?
Okay.
When you're kind of doing the same thing, you're not quite doing the same thing, right?
Okay. Now, can you consider or can you compare it to like a virtual assistant?
Kind of.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's what you're gonna need to be. Go here. Thing here.
So basically, you're still a dispatcher, just for more stuff to do.
Yeah, you do have more responsibility. Hold on here. It's kind of frozen up on me.
Yeah, you're liable for a lot more, like making sure you're within TSA regulations and stuff like that, and making sure you do everything.
What is going on? Which one am I on here?
Like tariffs and a lot of stuff. Crossing the border, making sure you have all that set up properly.
All them documents, right, for crossing the border. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why is this stuck on me? Got something that's stuck. It's not taking over to my 3PL.
Sounds good.
Stuck on me for some reason. All right, give me a second. Let me unstick this. I don't know why it's sticking on me. Try to unstick it. Why this computer does it sometimes. Because, yeah, Kevin, you got too much going on. All right, well, let's try to find this in another area then, because this just don't want to do this one for some reason. I'll give me a second here. All right. Now I want to do it. Right when I try to close it, it wants to come up and do what I wanted to do. Okay. All right. Still stuck on me. It's going on. All right. Y'all still there?
Right.
All right, good. I want to make sure y'all still there. I don't know what's going on with that. Those tabs. All right, let's go back and put it again. 3PL providers. Okay, third party logistics. Okay. I'm trying to get back to where I was. Third-party logistics providers. Here we go right here. All right. Okay, here we go. All right, so back on the all right, so this is a kind of a that gives you all of the things that you're probably gonna have to look out for when becoming a third-party logistics firm. Okay. Now, first of all, let's go over some of the things you're gonna need. Okay. You're definitely gonna need what? A TMS system, right?
Yes.
Because you're gonna be responsible for what? A lot of stuff. Third-party logistics firm, you're gonna be responsible for the internet access and management. You're gonna have some representative liability claims. Okay. Now, and you have to have insurance. That's a 3PL. I want to catch
Well,
up.
I think all businesses should have
I mean,
ability.
you should, but do you have to?
You don't have to have insurance.
You're not required to have insurance because you can put it in your contract that the insurance liability is on who? Your client.
Okay.
Right? Because you're not actually touching the material, not touching the freight. You're not directly responsible. You're responsible for what? The logistics. You're responsible for all of the support stuff that goes along with it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, for planning.
Exactly. Planning, the support, things like you can provide internet service. If you got a internet service provider, you can add your clients onto it to where you can have them do, like you can have them go out and buy their routers or their their Wi-Fi things, whatever this is, but they're running off of your account. Okay, your TMS system it is a must if you're running a 3PL that you have some type of um, uh, some type of TMS system. It is a must that you have some type of TMS system because you're gonna be required to do a lot of things. And your TMS system incorporates a lot of stuff that you need that are already in your TMS system. Okay, what it is with the seeing most TMS systems you have everything already put into your TMS system to take care of you doing this. About 80% of the things you're gonna have to do with your 3PL. Okay, because you're gonna be responsible for what? Paperwork and keeping records, right?
Mm-hmm.
All that falls on you because what you're basically doing is you're taking all of the administrative work off of your clients and you're taking care of that yourself.
Okay.
Does everybody agree with that? Does everybody understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if 5 years from now the IRS comes up and says, I need to see your shipments and your BOLs, and the client calls you, hey, I need my BOLs, who's responsible for that?
You are.
You are.
You are. Okay, so you have to make sure that you have a system in place that can handle that type of load. All the things that you're going to be doing. You've got to take care of your route for your trucks, right? If you're doing it for truck, or if you're doing it off of ships, or you're doing for whatever, you've got to plan the routing, right? So you got to have something that tells you, what's the best routing. And if you've got a good TMS system, you can go in here, you can put in on your instant rate, and you put in a let's say Las Vegas to Miami. right?
Mm-hmm.
First. And you got to be able to, calculate, what's the average rate, so what's the best route, and all that type of stuff. So if you got a good TMS system, so you can go ahead and look at what the average rate is, what the high rate is, what the low rate is. Let me let somebody in. Got a lot of people on. Okay. But you can pull all this up, and you can pull up the routing. Okay, and you can change this routing to see which is the best way to go there. Okay, now if you want to go for a different route, here's a route, the route summary. But let's say you wanted to, I think there's a way you can change it. Final delivery location, total miles, vehicle type.
You have to zoom in.
Right here.
There you go. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you can zoom in, and then you can kind of, you can change the route. Or if something changes and you need to go a different route, once you put in something, there's a way you can go in here, you can kind of, where it gives you multiple routes. Let's see where it is. I'm gonna be honest with you, I've never used the multiple route thing, because I usually just have it to go to the route that's on here.
Yeah, I think when you zoom in on a blue line, like closer and closer and closer, you can see like the streets and highways. You can change the drag it and drop it.
Oh, no, I got it. So the satellite.
Excuse me.
There we go. All right. One Miami, back up here to Vegas, that'll be a long trip, y'all, by the way.
Well, I'm about to say that, boy, that's a long trip, they boy.
That's a long trip, by the way. That's a long trip.
Better drive that.
I've done that with Covenant.
From Miami to Vegas?
From Miami to Vegas.
Shit. How long it take you? Couple days?
I mean, it was a week. We're a team driving truck, so it took us about 4.5 days. It was a team driving truck. I think you can, maybe you can't do it on here, but some of them, when you do this and you want to pick a different route, you can pick a different route, and then it will show you which route is the fastest, which is the, or whatever. Might be somewhere. Recalculate the rate, rates, the route summary. Thought I had a recalculator route. I have to play with it up some more. But you're gonna need something that's gonna give you this type of information. Okay, so you are gonna need a TMS system. You're gonna need something on your routing. You're gonna need something on your rates. What's the average? What's the high? Or what's the low? You're gonna need something that's gonna keep track of all of your loads, of all of your carriers, of all of your, everything you need to know about that carrier. So when you click on your carriers and you want to view your carriers, you've got to, someone calls them and say, hey, I need some information on such and such and such carrier. And you got to be able to go in and figure out whose carrier is that. Like right now, I was on one of our people who were Michelle, these were her carriers. But if I go to the company carriers for all of ours, see here, pulls them all up. And you can specify them by the agent who contracted that carrier. You know what I'm saying? You can pull them up, you can specify carriers that they contracted, and so on and so forth. And you can put in all your agents and things, all of them up here. You can load up many people up how much you want. So you're gonna need a system that's gonna be able to accommodate everything that you're looking for. So you can go in here, you can click on any one of your carriers and pulls them up. Here's where they are. Okay to load.
Your Google Home isn't set up yet. Get started.
Google, stop. My Google just listens to everything I say. But I'm really okay to load, what the insurance is, the whole 9 years.
To get started, download the Google Home app on
Google.
your tablet.
Hey Google, stop.
Your Google Home isn't set up yet.
Hey Google, stop.
Download the Google Home app on a phone or tablet. Your Google Home isn't
All kind of stuff going on. Google talking out of turn, computer won't work, all your stuff.
I know, she just goes on and on and on. But this is what you're gonna need. You're gonna need something where you can access all of your carriers, all of your loads, all of your reporting, your load reports, commissions, your accounting. You're gonna need to know all this type of stuff. Your invoice, your bills, your bill of ladings, your reports, whole 9 yards. So all this stuff here is things that you're gonna need. Your doc management, all your documents, boat transports, all your locations. So, and you're gonna need to be able to access load boards, okay? Different type of load boards, and you're gonna have to be able to load stuff in and add more stuff to what you add. And you're gonna want to have a snapshot of what's going on that particular day or that particular week. Okay, so it's going to be very important that you have some type of TMS system if you're going to be operating a 3PL. Right? Does everybody see the importance of having a good TMS system?
Yes, sir. Management.
Oh, definitely.
Good management.
Where we at here? Now, let's go over some of this stuff. Okay. Third-party logistics providers, liability and risk. Third-party logistics providers, known as 3PLs, are those entities that arrange shipments as well as manage and provide advice on transportation and transportation-related services for shippers, freight carriers, and other related entities. 3PLs include brokers, freight forwarders, rail transporters, consolidators, shippers, and air cargo agents. The logistics industry is changing rapidly due to the combination of a deregulated transportation environment. Y'all know what deregulation means?
Nope.
What does regulated mean?
Enforce rules and safety issues.
Exactly. So deregulated means what? The
Not.
lesson, the relaxing a lot of the rules and the requirements.
Right.
Okay. So they're giving more control back to the company or back to the individual, trucking companies or 3PLs or brokerage firms or whatever the case may be. Okay. All right. So deregulation of the deregulated transportation environment, together with 3PLs embracing the internet, e-commerce, and other electronic means to provide their logistics services, these changes significantly impact the liability risks 3PLs face, as these risks are often difficult to predict and equally difficult to contract away. Okay. All right. Basically, what they're saying with that is this: a lot of the things that you normally could just put in a contract and say to a client, well, you're responsible for this, and this. We just responsible for just finding this and routing you here and that type of stuff, routing you internet. That's becoming a little bit more difficult. Why? Because clients are expecting more out of what? 3PLs. Do y'all understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you've got to learn how to be very tactful on presenting a contract that favors your position. Does everybody know what I mean by that?
And protect you, right?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Where the cards are stacked in your favor. You're stacking the deck. But you want to So you want to know how to create and present a contract that that protects you in every way, but puts everything basically almost in your favor. Now, that sounds kind of slidey and underhanded, but that's business, right? That's business, right? You want the contract. You want to make sure you're protected at all times, and you want to make sure that you have as little liability as possible. I'm correct?
Right.
The way I would go about writing that type of contract, I would write it in a way that shows that, first of all, trucking, ships, trains, and planes, they got to have their own insurance anyway, right?
Right.
Right? So it's not that big of a push for them to do what? Be responsible, make sure that their insurance and they have the right type of insurance, and they're responsible for the financial requirement to maintain those insurance, right? Now, it is still, but does that release the 3PL from any liability if anything goes wrong and that company does not have the proper insurance?
No.
No, because you are still responsible for making sure that what? The proper insurance guidelines things are in place before you load that client. Right?
Right.
Okay. So, therefore, it is a necessity that you are constantly doing what?
Checking.
Exactly. Checking and verifying that each one of your clients have the proper insurance, proper risk assessments, everything that they need to be covered. Because if you put something on a carrier or a ship or something that is lax in the insurance or is lapsed or whatever the case may be, who's going to fall back on?
You.
You. You are ultimately responsible, but you're not financially obligated to provide the insurance, but you are legally obligated to verify and make sure it's maintained.
Right.
I would just make them list me as a certificate holder.
There you go. There you go. I was just about to give it down.
I'm sorry. Let me shut up. Hold on.
No, I mean, that's good. That's good. That's good. But yeah, that is one way you can ensure, because if something happens, you're gonna be what?
Responsible.
Not only that, but you're gonna be notified, right?
Right. Oh yeah. With the changes and stuff.
Exactly. So yeah, because if you're a certificate holder, you are authorized to be in on all changes or updates or anything that goes on, any type of notification. So when the insurance company sends stuff out to them, they send it out to you too.
Yep.
Right? If they missed a payment and say, hey, you missed a payment, you're gonna get that too. So you can go call them up and say, hey, put that payment in, man.
Right.
And if need be, you can make the payment and then do what?
Right.
You can make the payment and then do what?
Charge them.
Exactly. You can invoice them and bill them for it. Okay? All right. Now, all right, let's continue. Where do we leave off here? Okay. Yeah, 3PLs also recognize that their customers are changing. Customers are more sophisticated and demonstrate an unwillingness to share liability risk with 3PLs, thereby leaving 3PLs with exposure that require proper evaluation and insurance coverage. Just talked about that, right?
Ding, ding,
all right.
ding.
This white paper is not intended to be exhaustive of 3PL's liability exposure, but merely representative of current and emerging risk areas. It attempts to identify potential liability risks 3PLs face in providing contract logistics and supply chain management services and measure a 3PL's ability to limit such exposure by contract. Okay. Internet access and management claims. 3PLs provide significant computer network access and management and are showing a strong preference in providing internet and intranet access, administrations, support, and management. Remember, I said that you all could also provide the a lot of the support things that these companies would normally have to just pay for themselves. Like we can take on some of the, the support of financial responsibility, right? My dog was trying to go upstairs. He know he's not allowed. That's right. Don't look at him like that. You know he's not allowed. But and what's the advantage of you all of a 3PL providing the internet service?
Well, the way I look at it is if I had a 3PL client, if they had any type of paperwork that they had to upload, I'll just give them a link. They can scan, upload, and they come right to my website.
True, exactly. You can make it interactive.
Interactive, yeah.
We should talk about this later on. You are creating the seamless interactions between your clients, companies, and your company and your administrative support system. Okay, right. And that's always a good thing. Why? Because then you run less likelihood of missing out on certain things. Y'all see my dog is trying to get my attention, right? Here. No more. He goes away now. But yeah, you want to be connected, okay? Because you want to know what's going on, and you want things to happen, and you want things to happen in real time. All right. So make sure that let them know what's going on here. Yeah, there we go. I know what's going on, Vern, but you got some background noise. But you want to stay connected. You want to make sure things happen in real time. You don't want to have to. You don't want there to be a lag in what's going on between you and your client. You don't want to have them to send something and say, "Did you get it? When did you send it? Where'd you send it to?" But check your spam mail, and all that type of stuff, right? You don't want that. You want things to be smooth. You want things to happen fast. You want it to be interactive. You want to be where they can go right to your website and get a lot of stuff themselves, right? Right there.
Things.
Exactly, right there. Or you want things to be almost like it's automation. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Representative liability concerns. A 3PL's failure to properly maintain, hold on, y'all. A 3PL's failure to properly maintain and support access and connectivity to the internet and intranet portals creates significant exposure for the 3PL. Moreover, a 3PL customer relies on proper security measures being in place. Even if all the shipping documentation, contracts, inventory tracking, and other information is accurate, a 3PL's failure to maintain and support access and connectivity to this information, as well as ensuring proper security, may create liability. Okay? Remember we talked about that. Okay? Even though you may not be directly responsible, your failure to make sure or to verify, right, would make you liable. Right? Which goes to the fact that having that connectivity, having it on your own, on your server or on your internet, right? That gives you greater access for you to do what? Maintain greater control, right? And accountability. All right. Where are we? I'm losing my place. Great liability. For example, people frequently maintain. Yeah. Do we? Okay. For example, 3PLs frequently maintain interactive websites. There we go. Allowing their customers to interface with the 3PL on such matters as choosing freight carriers, inquiring about shipments or inventory, and conveying shipping instructions. Failure of the 3PL to properly manage or support such website activity, connectivity, or access, including slamming, related access problems, or the security of the website gives rise to liability exposure to the 3PLs when its customers claim a resulting loss or exposure or confidentiality breach. Okay. Contract misassessments. A 3PL's customer contractually relies on the 3PL to provide secure, trouble-free internet or extranet access? I was intranet, but it's extranet.
Supposed to be internet.
I know it's supposed to be internet or
Extra.
intranet, but
Right.
I don't know where they get that extranet from. Access and management. When there are problems, the customer looks to the 3PL on a direct party claim. If the 3PL has contracted with an internet or intranet provider, the 3PL may have recourse against that service provider, assuming the 3PL was able to negotiate contract terms providing such recourse rights. Now, we're going to finish that. But the 3PL is still liable. But the 3PL is still liable to its customer and must ensure that its customer is wholly compensated with no gaps. 3PL's customer has no incentive to contract away its rights against the 3PL. Now, you all understand what that is saying right there. If you have a security breach, here's why you want to have here's why you want to provide internet service to your 3PL. Because if there is a security breach, the 3PL is still gonna hold you responsible. You are still liable to your client, right?
Right.
But you can seek recourse against who?
The internet service.
There you go. Versus if you let them have their own internet service, and there's a security breach or something happens, and I know this sounds backwards, but you will still be liable for it, and you'll be solely liable, and you have no recourse, right? Because it's your job to make sure that that doesn't happen, right?
Right.
Right.
That's what they're paying you for.
Exactly. That's why you want it to be your provider that's providing the service.
But don't they have to prove that you leaked something, or
it doesn't matter? But it doesn't matter. By contract, you are still liable because it was your job as a 3PL. One of your duties is to make sure that what?
That they don't have these issues.
Exactly. Like I said, I know it sounds backwards. It sounds kind of unfair, but that's just how it is, right?
That's just what a 3PL is supposed to do. If you don't do it, then you failed your job.
Exactly. You are negligent in your responsibilities. Okay? That's the whole reason why these companies hire a 3PL. This reason on why they contract you, because you are there to watch their back. You're like the bodyguard, Right. Ever seen
supply chain management?
Yeah. Y'all ever seen and I will always love you. The bodyguard, you the bodyguard. You're gonna take that bullet. Right? So keep that in mind. So this is why you want to have your service. And I know this stuff sounds like it's a little bit of stuff, but trust me, it matters when you move into that level. Okay? These are things that you all really need to know when you're getting ready to move in there. And I don't want this to seem like this, oh my God, this is so much. Well, it's really not. It's really not. It just matters you putting certain things in place, right, that can make your transaction up to the next level seem more seamless. Does everybody see what we're saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so don't think, oh, this is a whole lot. Because it's really not. It's just part of what you got to do. And a lot of it can be taken care of in just a couple of key things that you put in place. Internet
Right.
service, a TMS system, you know, a legal a legal representative, something like that. Okay. And once you have those things in place, you're pretty much covered, right? But it is your job just to make sure you're on top of things, make sure all the things are done properly, everything is on the ship, on the shape, all the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted, you know, everything is in place before you start letting these carriers run and you know, and not knowing if they are properly maintained and covered. Okay. Now I'm not gonna go over all this because we'll be here all day, but I'm just going over some of the things that's letting you all know. Now, if you all want this, you can basically, here's the website address. I'm gonna send it out to you all right now. But my thing is this: can you all now see that it's not that difficult?
Yes.
To evolve into a 3PL.
Right.
Okay. And the reason why I wanted to show you all this because look, the whole thing that we do, okay, we want you all to go from where you are to what you're doing now. Because like you know, we want you all to become a we want you all to become a Raycom. Okay. I mean we really do want you all to become a big we call it IRA. Yep, there we go. AJ, I know, boy. I know. My dog is so needy sometimes. We want you all to grow. Okay. Like I mentioned before, you know, this is this company right here, right? They started out here in this platform in late 2017. Okay. What? No. Go down. Go. I'll play with you later, okay? We'll go for a walk. Yeah, so go. He's so spoiled. But my wife has him that way. But we want you all to grow into that next level type of thing. Okay. And I don't want you all to start limiting yourself. Deja and I had this conversation last night. We were talking, about her performance with the sessions and where she wanted to take her business. Okay, these are the type of conversations that I would like to have with all of you all. So, if you want to have a conversation with me about where you want to go with your business, get in contact with us. Okay, and through consultations is try to get you all to open up and see that this is a big industry. Opportunities are everywhere. And it's not as hard as you think to go from, okay, I just want to learn how to book freight, to I'm an international company, global. Right?
Right. So how you were showing us these liabilities of 3PLs. This is what 3PLs are as we know it right now. But what if you wanted to make a 3PL that managed trucking companies? Not 3PLs that their responsibility was to manage transportation for their for shippers, but you were managing transportation for carriers.
But you can limit to 3PL. You don't have to be all out, all inclusive of 3PL. You can limit it. But at each level, you still have liability,
Right.
right?
Right.
So you still want, even if you're doing it just with trucking, I mean, it would be advantageous for you to provide your trucking company with the internet access, right?
Right.
Because you got control.
Right. True.
Because that truck, it still be advantageous for you to request to be what? Put on their insurance, right? So,
Yep.
so you'll stay up to date. So these things are good procedural things to keep in mind. And no matter at what level you're at, no matter what level of a 3PL you are, you're gonna want to have certain things in place. You definitely don't want to have a TMS system. I don't care at what level you are. You want to have, me personally, I would want to provide my clients with internet service. Okay? That's just an inherent, expense I'm gonna take on. It's not like I'm taking on a whole big expense. I'm just adding them to this service where I can get them more stuff. Like here, I can connect up to, in the internet I have here, I can connect up to, 30 different devices. And you can get internet service with that. You can have it where you can have them have like one of those things, Wi-Fi hotspot things. Right? You can provide them with the Wi-Fi hotspots. Right? They're like what, $50-something a pop, or $20-something a pop, or some even less than that, right?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, or you can make sure that they have, like I said, you get up to 30, plug in up to 30 or 50 devices, right? So you can have, like, this trucking company, their access for that device is their username and password is this, right? Next trucking company, their access is their username and password is that. You see what I'm saying? So you still want to be, as a 3PL, you are taking on more responsibility than a dispatcher.
Right.
Taking on more responsibility than a broker.
Right.
You are truly becoming the managing department for that client. You all understand that?
Yes.
And that's not that big of a jump from dispatcher.
No.
From being an owner business manager, right?
Right.
You just putting certain things in place, but then it does what? It increases your profitability, right?
Right.
Right.
I just learned how to do that on a website. What you're talking about with branching out with different clients, giving them their own email/domain and stuff, logins.
Yeah.
It's real easy to do. It seems like it's a lot, but it's really, really easy.
It's not. You can do it with Wix. You can do it with what's another
SiteGround, SiteGround, WordPress.
Exactly. You
Yeah,
can
that's
do
what I
it
was
with
learning.
you can do it with I don't have my email address with what's this web something webmail 101. You can do it with that. You can connect phone services and the extensions with Grasshopper or some other. I mean, it's crazy because you can get a Grasshopper account. You can add as many extensions as you want. You can have 5 different toll-free lines, a few local lines, and a couple of fax lines, right? And you can set up your toll-free lines, your 5 different toll-free lines under different divisions, right?
Yep.
You have a toll-free line for your rail division, a toll-free line for your trucking division, a toll-free line for your air freight division, toll-free line for your ship division, right? You see what I'm saying? And then you can put extensions, as many extensions as you want. If you're calling on the trucking division to reach JCB transportation carriers, dial extension 7001. for TCR goods transportation, dial extension 7002. It'd be a nice little professional, voice thing there. Like, here, let me demonstrate that. Well, I'm with Grasshopper, and if I call
calling RBBS Transport LLC. If you know your party's extension, please enter it now, or press 8 for the main directory. For recruiting, press 1. For training and certifications, press 2. Or press 0 for the next available representative.
Y'all see that? You know, I hope y'all can hear that.
Yes.
Okay, so you can set this up any kind of way you want to. I've got another one that's on the same Grasshopper account. If you dial a different toll-free number, it goes to our parts thing. They even call it our parts for less, pick and pull prices with Dr. Pick and Pull, or Miss Janita Butler, dial extension this, account Butler, dial this, for extension dial that. You see what I'm saying? So you can literally with those type of accounts, you can run several businesses under the same account.
Yep, under like sub accounts and stuff. Yeah.
Exactly. You can run several businesses under that one account.
Yep.
And that's what, like $59 a month.
Right.
so don't start thinking that you have to make a whole bunch of changes and come up with a whole bunch of money to expand. You don't.
Nope.
Okay, you just have to broaden your horizons and be willing to take the steps and just learn how to do certain things, in a certain way to get yourself to, this level. Okay. Another one of our alumni, logistics. They came to us in the very first part of 2018. This company, changing the landscape of supply chain software. They're all over the place. They're in just about every continent now. Okay. So, so when people, talk about what we do and, what our results are, but like I say, the proof is in the pudding. Okay. Now, is everybody gonna get to that level? Well, no. But that's just the way things are. Some people just, don't want to go that distance. Okay. Some people are, they just don't have the vision to go to that distance. But can everyone get to that level? Yes, you can. But it starts with who?
You.
Exactly. Because all of you have the tools and resources. But these companies use the same tools and resources. Actually, they had less tools and resources because we've added even more tools and resources since they, have moved on. You understand what I'm saying? But they get the same type of conversation, the same type of support. So they connected with different people and they called up and said, hey, I'm thinking about doing this. What do you think about this? And we kind of gave them the best advice that we can give them, and they just kept moving forward. They did not. We had a conversation last night about when you first started, you were just thinking about what?
Dispatching.
Who me and Dave's here? Oh.
Exactly. You were just thinking about dispatch.
Right.
And now you're taking steps to what? To have your own 3PL.
Right.
And your knowledge level from then to now is like it's going off the chart.
Yeah.
And this is what separates this platform from all the other training platforms out there. All the other ones, you have a certain limit, right? You're only gonna learn or get fed so much, right?
Right.
And then they want you to be responsible for figuring everything else out on your own.
Right.
Okay. and that's the difference. we try to encourage you all to go further. And then we lend our help in whatever way we can with the advice and the tools and the resources and the consultations, because just like you all, I don't know everything, but I'm steadily, constantly reviewing stuff and going online and looking at stuff. That's why I have to like step away, sometimes when you all are, calling and asking questions tonight and say, well, Calvin's not available today. Why? Because I'm just, that's not what I'm doing. I promise you that's not what I'm doing. I've got my head right here. I'm researching stuff. I'm learning stuff because I want to be able to know more so I can do what? Pass on more. Okay, I'm always trying to upgrade this and upgrade that, looking for new opportunities I can bring to you all so you all can have more opportunities. That's what we're all about. Okay? All right. So after this session, how many of you all think that you could actually evolve into a 3PL?
I can.
See?
Of course you can. Because it's not that difficult. Now, before this, how many of you all would have thought that you could evolve into a 3PL?
Was.
Exactly.
I come from a similar background where I did that all the time.
Did what all the time?
Working for Amtrak Police, dealing with cops and dealing with the trains, dealing with, confidentiality, just all types of stuff. We had to do this and be a dispatcher.
Exactly.
So, yeah. This is much easier to me than anything.
And it's very lucrative. I mean,
yeah, I'm about to ask you about that. Like the fees and I guess the contracts you can sign up. You say is very lucrative.
Yeah, there are different.
I don't know what he did there.
Remember I told y'all it's not about knowing everything, it's knowing where to find everything. Right. and Google is a perfect place, right? Because if you know how to ask the right question, it will give you the answers every time. Somebody's got some.
So the 3PL that I worked for, they had what was called a load management fee. So every load that they managed, they got paid for that. They got paid. They also had their own assets, so they were able to broker some of that company's loads, and so they were able to make money with that.
Yeah.
So they have, like, when you have a 3PL, the company will pay you for a lot of things, but for the most part, it's for the loads that you manage and what they're planning to move.
Real quick.
Thank you.
Real quick. Somebody has something going on in the background. You got a television set on, you got a radio show on or something. Please turn it off. Or turn it down. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, like I mentioned, these mics are very sensitive. They pick up everything. Okay, so be mindful of that because it goes to the quality of the broadcast. All right. 3PL providers spread warehousing and staffing costs over many clients and allocate the exact storage space and staff time needed to hold inventory and fulfill orders. Like managing everything in-house using a 3PL allows us to save money on renting space and paying staff, especially when orders slow down. Remember I told y'all that when they're putting stuff on, when they're moving stuff from overseas and they go out of their contract, they say I need 100 containers, and they do that, and they get paid to make that connection, and then they get a percentage of that. They so they can get a piece of every little thing. You see what I'm saying? From the containers that are stored in, from the rental space on the ships that it's going to be transported on, from the from the space on the airplane, the space to the rail cars, to the, you see what I'm saying? So that's why 3PLs make so much money, because it's almost like they're getting paid a percentage of whatever they're saving the client. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, and that's why they come to you. That's why they will come to you, because you have all these connections, right? And instead of the client paying for all that in a lump sum, right? You have these different connections of people who are trying to get their fees on this, that, and you negotiate with them. Well, if you're charging 10% of the fee, and this, can I have 3.25% of that, and you keep 7%? You see what I'm saying?
Right, because it's supply chain management. Like if Ford makes cars, they don't hire people that are experts at moving freight. So they would rather pay freight management experts to move their freight than do it in a way that's not cost effective.
Exactly. Okay. And so this industry has when I first looked at this industry, I was blown away. And I'm from the mortgage. I started out in car sales, then went to mobile home sales, then became a underwriter for Oakwood Homes. And then from there, I managed my own mobile home dealership, and then became a car salesman. Okay. No, I take that back. Car salesman first, to managing mobile homes and have my own mobile home dealership, and then from there became a mortgage broker. Okay, I was recruited by I'm a gentleman here. His name is Melvin Yobus, and African American guy, but he had back in 1998. I'm talking to my age now. Back in 1998, he had a mortgage company called All Mortgage, and he had 7 locations in 5 different states. And when I tell you, this guy was rocking, and he brought me into the mortgage business, and he trained me. And I'll never forget it. My first full week after he trained me being out on my own, he sent me out, to do mortgages and stuff. I remember my first check. I had 3 closings in 1 week. The first closing, I got a check, and he was paying me 50% of the points. The first closing was a jumbo loan, $600,000. We charged 1 1/4 or 2 points to the deal, right? So points are like percentage points, in case y'all didn't know. So it's like 2% was our fee. Anybody know what 2% of 600,000 is?
It's a lot of money, man, but you can go ahead and tell us, though.
It's a lot of money. It's like $6,000. No.
60.
It's
I think it's
$12,000.
120,000.
It's $12,000.
Yeah, it's $12,000. Yeah, it's like $12,000. So my first check from a closing was $6 grand. Okay, I mean the mortgage industry opened my eyes to to a whole new way of doing business. Okay, I thought I was making money as a car salesman, but I was doing about $60,000 a year as a car salesman. Then and I went into mobile homes, and I was doing about $90,000. But when I went into the mortgage business, I jumped from $90,000 to almost $250,000 to $300,000.
Calvin, you was in the real estate back before the market fell,
Yes,
before
yes.
it crashed.
From 1999 to 2005.
You know it's a little different now, right? Because
I know.
I'm a wholesale investor myself.
I know.
Yeah.
But back then it was like heaven.
I know it.
It was
I
like,
know it.
I mean, it was.
I know a dude. I
It
know
was
a
crazy.
dude that got in trouble, man. He was making buku money, but he got in trouble behind it. I don't know what happened, but you know
The
they caught
mortgage
up with him with
industry.
the tax.
Now, this is a little side thing, but I'm gonna tell y'all what killed the mortgage industry. Okay. And I made this prediction too, because we went to a meeting with a bunch of real estate companies, 24th Realty and a whole bunch of other places. And I had trained my cousin, and he had came to the mortgage industry, but he went and worked for a different mortgage firm. But I brought him in, and I trained him, and he went to work for a different mortgage firm. But in 2003, no, in 2001, federal government introduced the adjustable rate mortgages, the interest-only mortgage, the adjustable rate mortgages, and things like that. 24s, the 327, the 525, those type of rates. But the federal government, they introduced those for investors because they wanted to stimulate the market. Those mortgages were never meant for the regular homeowner. They were never meant for people who were looking to buy homes and stay in the home for 10, 15, 20, and 30 years. Those revenue boosting mortgages were for investors who were coming in who were just gonna flip properties. You understand what I'm saying? They allowed you to buy multiple properties at a very low rate for the first 2 years, or a 129 for the first year. Your rate was like 1.87%, or you got a 3.7 the first 3 years. Your rate was a 2.75%. When the average rate during that time was 8 and 9%. If you had good credit, you got like an 8% rate. If you had average credit, it was like 9.25% to 10%. If you had bad credit, you was like 11% on the mortgages. That's what the average. That's what it was then, right? But they wanted to stir the market or stimulate the economy. So Alan Greenspan, who was the guy that does the rate thing back then, they introduced what's called the interest only and the adjustable rate mortgages, but they were never meant for the general public. They were meant for investors, right? Because if you buy something and you're gonna flip it, right, it allows you to buy more properties if you can get it at 1.25% or 1.75%, right? Does everybody understand that?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what that was meant for, all right? And I remember we had a meeting, and then somehow or another, one of the realtors, I can't tell you who it was, but there was a realtor out of California that was using the adjustable rate mortgages for regular homeowners, people who were buying houses, and because he saw that it helped them to be able to afford $1 million property when you really can only afford what $400,000 property, right? Because your first 3 years, if you got a 327, which basically means your first 3 years you're at that very low rate. But after that third year, your rate could adjust anywhere from a point to 2 points per year for 5 years consecutively, and then it would cap out. Y'all see the danger in that?
It's robbery.
Right? Because you could go in and say, well, my neighbors got a $300,000 house, right? So I want a $300,000 house, but I only make $60,000 a year. I can't afford it if I do a regular FHA, or a regular a 15-year or a 30-year mortgage, right? because my income to debt ratio does not support it.
Right.
But if I get a adjustable rate mortgage of 327, right, or 228, right, the first 2 years, my rate is 2.25% versus 8%. My payments, instead of being what, $1,900 a month, they're like $600 a month. I can afford that, right?
Yep.
Only for 2 years though.
Right.
And see, and there were no restrictions put on those products that said that you couldn't use them for regular people, but they were never meant for regular people. So then, and that by itself wouldn't have been so bad. But then someone got the idea that you can combine with the realtors who are the home builders. If you had someone like a Kudo or a Remax who was building homes, here's what they started doing. Because everybody knows how you appraise value of homes, right? When you're appraising homes, it goes on what? The market, right? Whatever the comps are in the area of where you're buying it, right?
Right, for residential, right.
Exactly. They get like 3 or 4 comparable sales that sold within the last couple of months. And what those sold for, if they were around the same size, same type of acreage or whatever this and that, that's what your home was valued at, was the average of what those were, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So some smart addict, some brilliant, and I'm using that term loosely. Some smart addict decided that they was going to do this. They started creating partnerships between builders and realtors, where you have these subdivisions that go up. You go into a subdivision and they have what's called spec houses. Y'all know what spec houses are, right?
Yes.
Okay. They would have these spec houses where Trudeau or Remax, whatever, they would have like 5 homes that were spec houses, right? They were basically just model homes that they would use to go and show, and then they build your home on a lot, right? Within that subdivision. So, yeah, subdivisions that were popping up where the average, 2,000 square foot spec house was valued at about $190,000 back then, $180,000, $190,000, $160,000 or $170,000. But then some smart addict got the idea, well, if I could somehow manipulate the market by doing what? I'm gonna partner up with a builder, have the builder to build 3 spec houses or 6 spec houses, and then I would sell 3 of the spec houses, right, back to the builder, but do it on an owner finance contract. Now, if you do an owner finance contract, you can price it whatever you want to price it at, right?
Exactly. Yep.
You don't have to go by the appraisal, right? So
that's right.
So when you do, but also when you do an owner finance, it is still registered where? At the courthouse, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which does what? Creates a what? A comp.
You got a comp.
Exactly. So that combined with the people getting these desperate mortgage, because now they had these subdivisions going on where the houses were normally 170, 160, 180. All of a sudden, the same house size houses now were getting appraised at $250,000, $260,000, $290,000. Why? Because they had 4 comps in the area that recently sold for what? $260,000, $270,000, $300,000. See how they manipulated the market?
Mm-hmm.
So to that market manipulation compared with buyers now thinking that they can get more house because they can get a desperate rate mortgage or the interest-only mortgage, right? And you had all these people rushing out to get these nice big homes in these subdivisions that were overinflated on the value. And that's good for the first 3, 4, 5 years. But here's what happened. After that 3-year adjustable rate, which started you out at what? 3.25% or 2.75%. On the fourth year, it adjusts up. It can adjust up to 2%. So that 4.25% or that 3.25% or that 2.75% now becomes what? 4.75%, right?
Right.
Then on the fifth year, it jumps up another 2%, becomes what? 7.75%. Then on the sixth year, because it can adjust 4 years before it caps out. So you started out at 2.75, but after the fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh, and eighth year, your rate is 10.75%. Your payment went from $600 and $800 a month, damn near $3,000 a month.
Wow.
And that's what created the bubble. That's why they call it a bubble, because it was built. As long as you stayed under that bubble, you was fine. But when you got outside that bubble, right, everything started to, people started to, foreclosure. People killed themselves because their houses got taken by foreclosure. But whose fault was it? It was a combination of greed and gluttonous, right? Homeowners wanted more than they can afford. Realtors and mortgage companies selling houses that wasn't worth what they were selling them.
Wow.
And I remember we had a meeting with a realtor company, and my cousin, the one I trained, said, you know what, we can now get more money on the houses now because we can use the adjustment rate mortgage and this and that, and we can sell our clients more houses. And I thought about that. I said, hold on now. Hold on now. And I brought this up during the meeting because it was a statewide meeting of realtors and mortgage brokers and builders. And I said, okay, that all sounds great, but is anybody thinking long term? And people thought I was crazy. I said, because if you look at this, that sounds great for the now, but what happens 10 years from now?
Closures.
Well, what do you mean, Calvin? Well, these people are going to be able to afford these homes 10 years from now. Well, chances are they'll buy a new home or they'll trade or they'll sell it or whatever. I said, but it's not what you all say is right because it's being inflated. Well, that's not really our problem. This is not. I said, I just think you're setting yourselves up industry-wide for a big catastrophe. And sure enough, that's exactly what happened. And then everybody wanted to blame everybody else. The homeowner wanted to blame the mortgage company wanted to blame the realtors wanted to blame the builders, but guess what? All y'all were to blame. All y'all. Because I had clients that would come to me and say, well, I want this adjustment rate mortgage because I want to be able to, and I would tell them, I can't do that in good conscience. I had clients that literally got mad at me and stormed out. You're choosing who you want to do a mortgage. No, I'm not choosing who I want to do a mortgage for. I'm saying that you can't afford it. But certain boys come in, I said I can, but then you go get them to do your mortgage because I'm not going to do it. See, that's where the integrity part comes in. Just because you can do a certain thing does not necessarily mean that you should do a certain thing. And that's what killed the mortgage industry. That's why now the restrictions are so great. When they came back with the new restrictions, just about every mortgage company in the country closed up. There used to be a time when you would open up the phone book and you had 50 pages of mortgage brokers, right? Loan originators, mortgage brokers. It was all over the place. Now you can't find more than 2 because the restrictions are so strict now. You know, you got to have a 720 or a 750, mid score. You can't have any late payments, on your credit, no delinquents, no judgments, no nothing. Right? Anybody in the mortgage industry or been in it lately?
That's why I'm an investor, man. So I ain't got to go through all that.
Yeah, you gotta be perfect in all aspects of everything, of your life in order just to be a mortgage broker now. And that's what caused companies like All Mortgage to just fold up and go out of business. Because these companies couldn't meet the new restrictions. They couldn't meet the new qualifications. And that's the thing you have to be careful about in any industry. That's why, this platform trains you all to do business a certain way. Because any industry, when it gets overtaken by greed and gluttonous, you can cause your own demise. You really can. Right? That's why when I say to you all, when a lot of y'all say, well, TQO says that we can co-broker. Just because you can doesn't mean you should, right? So y'all get offers like that all the time, right? Well, I tell you what. I would give you these dedicated if you give me a kickback, right? Who hasn't heard that before, right?
True.
But just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Right.
Okay, so you got to have a level of integrity when you're doing business. I have witnessed firsthand what a lack of integrity does for an entire industry. I mean, it just imploded the entire real estate market. It really did. Okay, so that's just my little, my warning there. To always try to do things the right way. Always try to have some level of integrity in whatever you're doing. So when you all are ready to start moving on to becoming a 3PL or moving on to become a broker, make sure you put the safeguards in place, the things that we just talked about here earlier. Have those things in place to ensure that you're doing things the right way, that you have all your checks and balances, and make sure that you'll be able to stay up to date on things. Because you do want to make sure that you have control of the internet service. You want to make sure that if you're providing them with phone lines, you want to be your phone service. If you're providing them with anything, you kind of want to make sure you have control of it. And make sure that you're always, like I said, have them add you to the insurance, so you'll be notified if anything is lax on the insurance, anything happens. Because as a 3PL, you are responsible. You are liable for making sure that those things are in place. You're not liable for all the monetary stuff, but you are liable for the results of anything that goes wrong. Because you fail to catch it. Right?
Right. Can't turn a blind eye.
Exactly. Can't turn a blind eye. You can't use ignorance as an excuse. True. All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. With that being said, let's go into our Q&A. Q&A. Questions, answers. What y'all got for me?
Somebody else can go first.
Yeah. Now it doesn't have to be about what we talked about. It can be stuff that you all we're talking about, on the chat groups or something that or a good situation you ran into, or just something that you want to know about. Q&A.
Can I go first?
Yeah.
Okay, so Calvin, I paid both of the invoices. You should have it. Also, I tried to join that chat group, and it's coming up with some type of other person on it for some reason.
Now, who is this?
This is William. William.
Okay. William
McKenzie.
What number here? All right, so you paid the invoice. Hold on. Where? Oh, while we're on the subject, hold on here. While we're on the subject, some of you have a misunderstanding that the freight dispatch is included.
You know what? I was going to bring that up.
Yeah.
I think it's the way it's worded. makes it a little confusing because in a couple of places it says included, but then you have to circle back around and it's
but let's go over that.
Is included.
But
I just think it's the wording that's
but
throwing people off.
but we're gonna go over that too, because the wording is what I want to address, because people in general, when you're reading, right, and you have a lot to read, you don't really read every word, right? Y'all know that, right? The mind just automatically fills in blanks and tries to predict what certain things are. So when you're reading stuff, especially when you got a lot of material to read, your mind will automatically give you predictions on what is being said. But if you don't take time to read and to really read the whole thing, you get a different understanding of what it really is. And I'm gonna show you exactly what I mean, because the wording clearly states what I'm talking about. Let's look at one here, and everyone gets the same thing. Let's look at what. Okay, here's one that just signed up 2 days ago. All right, so when you sign up, you all get this. Everybody gets this right here. You get this message. First one that goes out. Okay, this message goes out, and here is what it states. Come on. Nope. A second. I had too much going on. This is really, really taking a long time. Oh, here we go. All right. Here's what it states. This is what goes out, and everyone gets this right here. Y'all see it over here? It says RBBS LLC orientation. Congratulations and welcome to the RBBS National Dispatchers Network. Now, I know this is a lot of reading, and a lot of you all will read the first few lines, and you scroll down and you read the next few lines, and you'll see where it says included as part of your, but you fail to look at this right here. The straight dispatch helper extension 2.0 and a unique personal software license key discount. Y'all see that? Big DISCOUNT, right? Does everybody see that?
Right, but you skip right over the discount and go to where it's capitalized.
Your mind skips right over the discount and just goes straight to is included.
So
that's what I mean.
Capitalize the discount with the included.
I understand, but that's what we mean by you have to read everything. And all right, believe it or not, this right here is part of the training. So we want you to, yeah, exactly, because the very first thing you get from us is a set of instructions that you have to follow specifically. And we do this for a reason, okay? This is not just something I did just to, I'm gonna do it because I want y'all to follow some instructions. No, this is part of your training. Because your very first step in getting introduced into the platform, we want you all to do what? What's the very first thing we have y'all do? Just to get into the platform, right? The very first thing y'all gotta do is what? Follow instructions, right?
Right.
And they're specific. They're specific. That requires you to do what? Read every line. And the reason why we do that, because it's part of the business.
Right.
When you get a rate con, don't just scan over it. That's why we start you all off with the requirement to read every single word. Because we want you all to.
I had an incident yesterday where I got a rate con that said the low fee was $0 and 000.
Exactly.
And I signed it, and I was on the phone. I was on the phone with you when I signed it. And then when I got off the phone with you, I looked back and I was like, this say $0.00. Hold on, let me call these people back.
Because I'm telling you, if a broker is going to screw you, it is going to give you a rate card.
Yep.
And this is the reason why this is set up this way. It's set up to force you all read and to do certain things in order to get in. Because if you send us a username email that doesn't match your what's called an email, guess what? You're not getting in. If you send a request to join the chat group to our Facebook group page and not to my personal inbox, guess what? You're not going to get in. If you send a request to join the chat group, you don't include what your email enrollment, guess what? You're not going to get in. And if you call up and say, or you send something and say, hey, what's my response? Go back and reread your instructions. Go back and reread the new members welcome packet. Go back and rewatch the orientation video. Go back. I never ever just give y'all the answer because I want you to go back and redo it. And that's for a reason. That's part of your training. Before you even know you're being trained. Does everybody see the logic in that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is why the very first thing you all get from us is a set of detailed instructions for you all to go step by step and kind of navigate through a minefield, because that's what the business is. And if we don't start you off that way, you're going to start off with bad habits. Okay? Because, and I get this, not all the time, but we get enough of you all that say, well, I'm trying to get the straight dispatch, but it says I got to pay for it. Yeah, because I told you had to pay for it. And not only that, it reinforces that you got to pay for it. This what further gives me proof that you didn't read the whole thing. Okay? Because it goes on to state, all right, the discount, the license key discount is included as part of your RBBS subscription. Members will only pay a fraction of the straight dispatch helper subscription fee, $9.99 monthly. The RBBS Logistics Learning Center has applied a $4.99 straight dispatch helper license key discount for half of the straight dispatch helper. So you pay straight dispatch $9.99 directly monthly. So even if you did misconstrue this to be this, if you kept reading, if you read all of it, you would know that you still gotta pay, right?
Right. But I end up paying the whole thing because remember I got off the phone with you because we was looking for the link. I ain't had no problem with paying. I was looking for the link.
Yeah, but the link is there too. There's a link.
But my link never worked.
Well,
so I wouldn't pay the whole thing.
You got the same link, right? Because it says right here, right? RBBS is committed.
Remember I had called you and you had told me to go back and look at my emails.
Yeah. This is the same link that we sent out to everybody. All right? This is Get Straight Dispatch Helper. That's your link right there. And request your access key. So if you do this link, open link. What do we get, you all? Let me stop. Because I'm not gonna, all right. See, you still get the same link, right? Now, even if someone was to use that link right now, they went to Straight Dispatch and try to sign up, when it comes back over to us, we're gonna tell Straight Dispatch that person ain't a member of our platform. So in case someone's out there trying to, well, let me copy that link so I can do this. No, because when it comes over to us, right? And we go in to put in your discount, we say, oh, that person's not here. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna contact Mr. Khalid. And Mr. Khalid, this person right here is not a member of our platform. So then he's gonna go back out and cancel your subscription and then recharge you for what? The full amount. So only our members get that discount.
Calvin, I have a question.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with this. But Remember how we talked about yesterday that factoring company that is trying to...
Hold on.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. The young man who asked the question before, what was your question? Because we never did. I'm asking your question, right?
I get a discount, Calvin, because I've been waiting. William McKenzie, Big Cat Logistics Services.
All right, there we go. Let's go back and take care of his question. Take care of what we was doing. All right, let's go back here. Because it just hit me. I think that's the last question. All right. Big Cat. There you go. Big Cat. MZ. All right. Yep, you're all caught up. No outstanding. So the question was, you trying to get back into your back office site again?
No. That's good. I'm talking about the chat. I was never able to do the chat, but I'll probably send you an email.
Oh, you was never added to the chat group.
The chat group.
All right. Now, in order to get to the chat group, okay. I didn't get your instructions. October 20, 2019. Right then, we were sending them out in 2 sets. Let's look at that. In order to get to the chat group, we give you the link. Well, it's not in this link, but it says you that after watching your orientation video, right? It tells you have 2 sets of instructions after watching the orientation video. I remember I said that we do this for a reason. We give you all this minefield of stuff to go through, so it gets you all that we know that the people who get in, we know they did it right.
Right.
Okay? We know they followed the instructions. Okay. Goes back up into this. Maybe the second. All right. Orientation 1. It says RBBS LLC. Orientation. Congratulations and welcome to the RBBS National Dispatchers Network. Copy and paste the following orientation link. They're right there, right? All right. Orientation link. After reviewing the entire orientation video, be sure to click the Show More tab below the video to reveal the 2 instructions. And the 2 links to access your back office tools and resources. Don't forget, then it goes into your training schedule. Now, it says to reveal the 2 links and instructions, right? So let's open that link. Open that link, it takes us to what? The orientation video, right? There's your orientation video. Now, you see underneath the orientation video, you are going to find what? Right here. Your instructions, right? After watching the entire orientation video, first proceed to. Now, here's what some of you all do. You all see that and you click that. And you never come back to click the Show More. But what you're supposed to do, because it tells you to do what? Click the Show More button. You know what it said? Click the Show More tab below, right? Remember, specific instructions. Click that, and what happens? It opens up. And it tells you, it gives you all of the instructions now. Because the first one is going to tell you how to what? Create your username and password to get into your what? Back office tools and resources. Correct? Right? Once it tells you, click here, first proceed to, once there, enter dispatcher tools and resources and create your back office account login. Note, you must use your enrollment email address as your username to gain approval to access the back office. A lot of you all do that, then you skip the second set of instructions. You never really go down and read the second set of instructions. Second, proceed to Facebook and send an inbox request to the following profile. That's the profile. Don't send it to RBBS Logistics Learning Center. Don't send it to RBBS Transport LLC. Don't send it to the National Logistics Network on Facebook. You gotta send it to this profile. So if you click that right there, it's gonna take you directly to my personal profile. Because if you follow the instructions, you can't help but go where? Here. To pull up the profile. Calvin Butler, RBBS Logistics Training. And it says send an inbox. So you're gonna send me a message. You're not gonna send a message to our training page. You're not gonna put it on our training page. You're not gonna put it on the National Dispatchers inbox. You're gonna send it to here, to me. Okay, if you send it anyplace else, you're probably gonna get a message probably a week later from somebody that notices says, oh, this is the wrong place to send this. All requests to access the chat group must be sent directly to Mr. Butler's personal profile, right? Some of y'all have gotten that. See, this is what I mean by you must follow us. And I'm not trying to be an a-hole. I'm just trying to get you all to get used to following a specific set of instructions. This is why this is the first thing that you all have to go through before you even get fully acclimated with the platform. You have to follow a set, step-by-step set of instructions. Turn here, go 2 steps here, turn right, go 3 steps here, turn left, take 1 step backwards, spin around, and when you get on your 3rd spin, turn, you see what I'm saying? You gotta follow a specific set of instructions, but we're training you to do what? To make sure you follow you read every single thing. And not just assume or let your brain take over and try to predict what things are. Because in this business, that would get you in trouble.
Critical thinking skills.
Exactly. I'm not as dumb as y'all think I am. Okay. There is some thought behind this whole platform. I know some people say, hey, Cam, you just do this thing together. No. This is a year. This is a year of painstaking. Every little thing about this platform has a purpose. It really does. It really does. Every single step, every single thing about this platform has its own purpose.
Okay.
And there's a thought process behind everything. Okay?
I think I'm one of your friends on one of your 50 Facebook.
I know. You probably send it to my other Facebook page.
Yeah.
But it has to come here, because once it comes here, because the interns, they have access to this. Okay. I rarely check my inboxes. I'm gonna be honest with you. I rarely check my inboxes.
Yeah, you haven't answered me since October, so.
Yeah, because I have so much stuff that I'm doing.
Yeah, I feel the love, Calvin, but that's okay.
The interns, they check my inboxes. They monitor my Facebook page, and them in the legal department, they keep me out of trouble. Okay, that's what they do. They keep me out of trouble. So if you are sending in requests to join the chat group, they are looking here. They're looking here. They're not looking on my other Facebook page. They're not looking in the group. So if you haven't gotten one back, go back, and that's why I tell people when they finally do reach me or they say or it gets back to me, I tell them go back and reread your instructions.
No problem.
Go back and rewatch the orientation. Go back and redo this, because I want you all to kind of get in the habit of going through the steps. Because if I give you all a break on the beginning of it, then you all are going to take liberties in the middle of it. And if you take liberties in the middle of it, you're going to fail at the end of it.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So.
Hey, Calvin, this is Jonathan.
Yeah.
I actually set up a private consultation with you. I believe it was on Thursday, and I received an email that you were going to take a look at it, but I never received a confirmation. So I just wanted to make sure that
private consultation. Second here. Yeah, that's something that I've got to work on, because as I told Asia, I'm getting backed up on private consultation. You get so many of them, the system is double booking stuff. Okay. So I have to check that on my phone. Can't check that on. It's
We're
on the
gonna
app.
have to get a party bus and just come to Florida
Yeah,
and pop up
yeah,
because
yeah. Cause look, we're actually doing private consultation for non-members now. And it's getting crazy. So, but pretty soon we're gonna have more people doing consultations. Deja is gonna be one, and we got some more people that we're talking to. We're gonna be starting to. They're gonna be added to the consultation page because right now I think I'm the only one on the consultation page. Okay, if you go to the private consultation, you'll see that I'm the only one there. But in the future, because there's an app that you all will get once you become from a consultant, you'll get the actual app, and this is the appointment app, as you can see here. And all right, I don't have anything for March 2nd. Here we go. Coming up Monday, March 9th. There you are.
Yeah,
You
I
see
have.
it? Yeah. And there you are. And I will respond to it, and I will let you know that we will have that consultation. So
Okay, perfect.
it's Monday at 10 a.m. So what I normally do is I check these on Saturday evening or Sunday, because that way, because it won't let you book anything after Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? So
I see.
if I normally check them on Saturday and Sunday, that way I can go ahead and send you a accept or decline. Or if it's overbooked, I'll send you a message saying that, sorry for the overbooking. Can we reschedule for whatever? But what I normally do is when I check it, it goes to that right there. Now, those of you who are going to be doing consultation, you always have the same app. You have what's called the appointment app, okay? And which would be the RBBS appointment app. You'll be able to go in and you'll be able to accept whatever. And y'all know we do charge for consultation. So those people who are going to be consultants, when you hit accept, it's automatically going to charge their card, and then you get to keep 75% of that charge. 25% comes to us, and 75% that goes to doing consultation. Okay, so let's give y'all a preview of how this works. Okay, so if once I accept it, I can accept it, and then I can leave a message. Now, what I normally do is I type in and I send to them, said, please call and I put the number in 866-973-6. What is it? 6475, right? 6475. That's my toll free number, right? I don't call my number myself. Is that our toll free number? Yeah. 866-973. No, 6445. Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't even know my toll free number. 6445. All right. And extension 0. Okay. And 10 minutes before scheduled consultation. All right. The reason why I want you to do that is when I send that, and you're gonna get that probably right now. I hit set appointment, right? I send that, and then you get it. And then the reason why I want you to call 10 minutes before, because I'm gonna give you instructions to go to the link on the curriculum and training page so we can connect with you on Zoom. And that way, if there's anything I need to show you, I can show it to you in real time. Get it?
Awesome.
All right. Heads up. That's how this works. That's how the consultation works for those of you who are thinking about becoming consultants. Okay? If you're thinking about becoming consultants on our consultations, this is how that works. Okay? And so you schedule everything will be done on the app. All right?
I'm sorry, Jonathan. You get it? You got it?
Yes, I got that. I got it.
All right. There you go.
Okay, can I ask my question now?
Yeah, you can ask your question now.
Okay. Okay, so this lady from this factoring company is sending me people. She's sending me drivers. Like I specifically told her that I didn't really need her to do that and I even told her I don't even work with box trucks. She sent me a box truck today. Now, if this lady keeps sending me drivers, she wants me to like refer all my drivers to her factoring company, and then she wants to pay me for it. But I'm trying to think of like what is if I go through with this, like what is the smartest way to do it?
All right. So let me get this right. You got a call from a factoring company, a lady who does factoring, right?
Mm-hmm.
She wants to cut a deal with you. Said if you send me your clients, I'll send you my clients.
Right.
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 How many
And she
clients have you
also
got?
wants to pay me. This is the first client today.
Okay.
Just now somebody called me.
All
And
right.
so I think she's doing it. She just did that to like try to convince me. Because I
All right.
told her when we talked, I was like, yeah, no, I'm not really looking for
Okay,
anything
but
like
let me
that right now.
but let me finish because you're not the first person to go through this.
Okay.
All right. Some people, they figured out that dispatchers they have a wealth of connections. They're not saying that she's doing this, but some will try and kind of on the slide trick you, sending you their clients, sending them your client, where they are gonna in turn see you worthless client.
Right. And I told her I didn't want box trucks. I'm like,
Okay.
you said if you were trying to impress me, you should have sent me something else.
Look. Look. I've been doing this for a minute, and I've seen every trick in the book. Okay. So here is what I do when that happens. I send them back and say, look, I do not work with box trucks. I do not work with hot shots. Send me a client that yields me a commission. I yield a commission. I'll be more than happy to, in turn, reciprocate with a client that we yield you a commission.
Okay.
That's just a nice way of saying, you know, you do right by me, I do right by you. But if you're gonna send me some BS, guess what? I'm gonna send you some BS, right? Okay. Look.
Right. Yeah.
Look, I've seen every trick in the book. I really have.
Okay.
A lot of them will claim, but I got all these loads, I got all these clients, I got all these trucks that's gonna sign up with you, and none of them don't sign up, and they don't have what they say they have. They have, just BS.
Right.
They'll send people over that out of business. Don't even have they can't run a load if they
right. And this guy, he just started. He just got his insurance.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
what am I really gonna do?
They'll send over people that can't run loads and insurance is revoked.
Right. So what she wants me to do is basically do something with this driver that nobody is going to be able to do, so that he can make money and then pay her for factoring the load.
Yeah, exactly. So look, she's not really doing it. She's doing herself a favor, really.
Right. That's what she's doing. Right.
Yeah. All right. So let's just keep that in mind. Look. So that's part of the noise. Remember I said to you all, you gotta find a way to block out the noise in the business and just focus on what you need to focus on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because there's a lot of different stuff that would come at you from all different angles and all different ways. And it's only there really to distract you or deter you off of what you're focused on.
Right.
Okay.
So Deja, this factoring place, they just contacted you out of the blue, or?
Well, what it is I signed on a driver that uses them as a factoring service, and
then she probably called up to try and see if you was any good.
Yeah.
Trying to determine if you had clients. It's always the same thing. It always happens the same way. Like I said, you're not the first. This happened to me,
a billion times.
Yeah. And I've gotten to the point where I don't even, if I didn't contact you, don't call me. So,
right. Yeah, that's what I'm just trying to figure out. Like, is it really? Because I mean, I know she's like, the way she's making it sound is like it's supposed to be helping me all,
Yeah.
but I don't really see how it can really help me because
I never had any of those to yield what they promised to yield. Right. The only dealings I have with factoring companies is when they say to me, and they're just straight up, I tell you what, if you refer a client over to me and they get factoring, no, we're gonna send you a check.
Right. And that's all I want to do. That's all I want to do.
Exactly.
Marketing. Okay.
Exactly. So, you know, and what I use is, I'll say to them, okay, if that's the case, then have your tech department create a referral link that's specific to me, and all I gotta do is just share that link, and then anybody that comes over off of that link, you know that they're referred by me.
Yeah, I think I might tell her to do that because I don't want her sending me a bunch of people calling me, and I can't even do nothing with it.
And if she can't do that, if they don't have a tech department that can do that, then they're not worth doing business with anyway.
Right. Okay, and then one last question. Okay, so now I have this guy that is trying to start a trucking company, and he wants me to refer owner operators to him that want to sign up under his authority, which I know we talked about this in the past. But his thing is that he wants to do it to where I don't charge him 10%. I charge him less than 10%, and he makes my dispatching company the dispatcher for all of those drivers for as long as they are signed up under his company.
Okay. What assurances do you have that they will only use you?
I don't have any assurance that they will do that.
Tell them that if that's the case, we need a contract in writing, and it has to be a dedicated contract, and that you only use me as your dispatcher.
Right.
Now, if he books it, that's what the hell you calling me for then?
Right. Well, no, that was his words. That was him. I was telling him,
but you need to get him signed up to a contract that states that.
Yeah.
Okay? Because if it ain't in writing and if he ain't putting the signature on it, it don't mean nothing.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. So he was like, I want to charge you 5%. I'm like, 5%.
Now how many drivers do he have?
He don't have no drivers. He want me to bring all the drivers.
He ain't got no he wants you to find the drivers, do all that.
So he wants you to build his business.
Right. He want me to do all the work for 5%.
And then he wants you to take half price for building.
All right. You scrap. No, cuz.
Well, I tell you, boy.
Unless he's giving you a fee per owner op that you give him.
Exactly. Look.
Right. And I'm trying to come up with a better way to do it because I'm like, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm trying to think of how I can. What's another way to make a deal with him that benefits us?
You gotta find drivers.
Hold on. Here's what you do. Okay. All right, we can do that. But here's what I'm gonna need. All right. I'm gonna need you to put me on your payroll, right? Until we get you up to at least 10 trucks. Right? And on your payroll, I mean by you pay me each week $250. Right? And I will start sending guys over to you. I'll do my due diligence and start sending you guys. When you get up to 10 trucks, you'll take me off of the $250 and then we'll start doing your dispatching at 5%.
Right. Okay.
But I will be your only dispatcher.
Right.
Now you understand what I just did?
Yes.
Right.
Right.
I got you. I feel you on that.
You know what I'm saying? So look, you gotta start holding these people feet to the fire. You can't just have them come and make all these grand scale promises and they want you to do all this work, but they're not guaranteeing you anything.
Yes, and that's what I keep getting people coming to me with that type of stuff, like asking me to do this, asking me to do that, and it's like
everybody can promise you the world until you make them show you their hand.
Right.
All right, fine, okay, I can do that, but I don't work for free. You know, so while I'm building your business, because that's what you asked me to do, right? You asked me to build your business. So there's a fee that comes with that. That fee is $250 per week.
Right.
Why I gotta pay you? Because I'm building your business. You're asking me to perform a task, and I don't do tasks for free.
Right.
Yeah, he performed all the tasks.
Exactly. I don't, I don't do tasks for free. I'm not in the charity business. This is not the United Way.
Right.
Okay.
And so the reason why I'm even entertaining this idea is because that's a part of like what I want my company to do is help coach carriers to grow their business.
Yeah, but you can't do it for free. Like I said,
right.
Have a clause that says that he will pay you, put you on payroll until you get his business built up. Once you get it built up to a certain level, he takes you off payroll. You're paid on commission basis.
Right. Okay.
Right.
Yep.
Next question. Next question. All right. In between time and in the meantime, all right. We are getting closer and closer to our lunch date for the broker efficiency consultant. Okay. I've got a whole bunch of letters of interest. Okay. We're gonna start calling y'all back on some of this stuff and kind of having a little one-on-one conversations and things of that nature, letting y'all know what to say.
Where do you send the letter of interest?
Send it over to training at the RBBS LLC. Right here. It says on your National Dispatchers Network. You see it up there?
Yeah, I see it. Thanks.
You send it right there. Training at RBBSLLC.org. And we have made some changes to our website because before this had a thing that said info. Yeah, I don't know who put that up there. I didn't put a thing that said info, but I guess the web provider did that, and they were supposed to be forwarding that over to this email address, but guess what? They never did. So I went back in and took the info out and put in our email address. So now you all can get right to us. We also made another change on the back office site tools and dispatcher tools and resources. Now when you go there, the very first thing you see is what? What's the very first thing you see now when you go there? So just come on.
The video.
Yeah, start with this video. So for the new people, when you finally get into your back office site, make sure the first thing you watch is this video. This was a private consultation that we had with a gentleman who wanted to know how to operate all this. All right? So you have a video is the first thing you see now. First thing you are required to watch before you jump down here and start up, well, where do I find this? Where do I find that? How do I use this? What's the stuff for this? What's the stuff for that? So I just watch this video first that tells you what all this is and all that stuff, okay? So we are steadily trying to, we're steadily refining and making our platform more user-friendly. That's what it's all about. I'm going to be adding some more stuff to the platform this weekend. We're going to be adding our. I'm working on trying to add a schedule on our platform for you all to schedule your times that you want to do the self-training host. Okay, that way it won't be. I want to host next. I want to host next. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
So I'm gonna try and get a schedule on there so you all can go in and schedule for this Monday, next Monday. If you all want to do a co-host today, with two of y'all want to work together, let us know. We won't do that every month. We'll probably do a co-host once a month because that requires us to be in both of you all. Okay. So we do a co-host once a month, and we'll do a host once a week. So different people can come in and have a chance to host. All right.
I have a question now. I just thought of another one.
Yeah.
Can we get a live training on like understanding the DOT clock? And
the DOT what?
DOT clock. like hours of service, I should say.
Oh, the hours of service.
Yes,
Sure, we
and
can.
what we as dispatchers need to be aware of.
Sure, we can. I mean, ask that on Wednesday nights Q&A.
Okay.
but we will do a. As a matter of fact, who is this?
This is Deja.
Hi, Deja. What? But guess what you're going to cook up? Guess what self-training self-training you're going to host is going to be on the DOT.
Oh my goodness. What I did not sign up for that.
So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be sending you some stuff on the DOT hours of service, and we will have a little pre-meeting before that.
Okay.
I can prep you for it. So,
okay.
Hey, Calvin.
Yeah.
Can you also add to Deja's list of ELD?
I was saying you got all these strong bosses.
No, you gonna sign William up. You gonna be on the list.
I'm gonna have y'all doing a co-host. Is what I'm gonna have y'all doing. I'm gonna do a co-host.
Hey, that would sound like to me, Calvin. They co-hosting already.
But what is the what would you like to see on the list? Hello.
Got your co-host right there. So what happened?
William, what is it that you were saying you want on the list?
ELDs, like the law.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's part of it, right?
On the electronic laws?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Well, actually, that is kind of a good question because I was thinking, is it a way for dispatchers to like send messages to their drivers' ELDs?
It's expensive.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you have to have certain type of equipment and software. Those are secure channels.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They're not where anybody can just cut in because of that. They can give them direction to go somewhere, and someone can be there to give me what you got.
Right.
You know what I mean? So yeah, that's not. It's not feasible. Okay. So that's not feasible. It wouldn't be advisable security wise. Okay.
I have a quick question, Calvin.
Yeah.
This Damien. Do brokers have a rate chart that they go by throughout the year for how they charge for moving cars?
For moving cars?
Yes.
Not really. No.
Okay.
It just depends on what they can get from the dealer. Because remember, if a broker is actually doing it like that, they have contracts with dealers, and dealers are paying them a certain amount of money to get those cars moved. You understand? And a dealer is not gonna ain't no dealer out there held to some type of rate chart. Because dealing with professional salespeople, that's all they do. They negotiate day in and day out. They go to bed negotiating. They probably negotiate with their wives and girlfriends. Okay, I can tell you because I used to be in that business. So I'll tell you. Look, we did a training on negotiating with dealers, and I said then during that training, you better know what you're doing, because if you don't, they're gonna take your shirt. These guys are not, especially when you go in and you're negotiating with the dealer, the owner of the dealership or the general manager. That guy did not get to be a general manager of a dealership not knowing how to take your shirt, how to take everything you got. You know what I'm telling you?
Okay.
Yeah. Because you won't be dealing with just one of the salespeople or service somebody. You'll be dealing when you get to that point of there's a broker and you're trying to deal with a car dealership. You're gonna be dealing with the guy that runs that car dealership, and you can bet your bottom dollar that guy he's not a joke. Okay, he knows what he's doing when it comes to negotiation. All right, he negotiates stuff day in and day out. So it's gonna be a tag. It's not gonna be one of those things where you just walk right in and say, "Yeah, I can move your cars. I can move for $300 a car." And this is no, buddy. You got to work your way. You got to work your way into that one. Okay. It's an interesting watch. Go ahead and watch that video on the one that we talk about with the dealerships. In your back office under the video library, and you'll see it. It's the very first one we did. Where we show you how to go on to Google and look up all the used car dealerships and how to call them each, day after day after day, because it's a process. You're basically going to be, you're basically going to be going and show you how to find every used car dealership on Google. Just about every city, has got used car dealership. You put in somebody give me a city.
Dallas, Texas.
Chicago.
Okay. You said Dallas first, right?
Yeah,
Dallas.
It don't matter.
So if you do, and you always want to deal with used car dealers because you're never going to get a new car dealership. Because they have corporate, that sounds like corporate. They have huge areas that are already contracted. Y'all know that, right? Y'all do know that, right?
We know now.
Yeah, so you're wasting your time if you think you're gonna go and get a new car dealership to do a contract with you to move cars. I should not. You're gonna have to have about $3 million worth of insurance to yourself. I'm not talking about the actual the cars. They're gonna want you to be a broker. They're gonna want you to have at least double the insurance, all types of stuff, and you're still never gonna get in because they've already got solidified contracts with huge corporate car haulers. So they use the same people all the time to do new car freight because their new car inventory. You have $1 billion worth of cars. That lot. You understand what I'm saying? They want to make sure that those cars get there in time. But if you're looking for any used car dealer, I'm just going to put in used car dealers in whatever city you're looking in. Stroll down here. When you see the map, go down here. You click where it says more places, and bam, it's going to pull up every used car dealer in that city. And then all you do is look here. You got the map up there that shows all the locations. You got a ton of used car dealers, a wealth of resources you can go to try and get on a contract with you or give you a shot. Now, how do you get these people to give you a shot? Is you're probably not your first time or your first 5 times calling them. But here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna start at the top, at the very first one. You're gonna get up on a Monday morning. You're gonna call them at 8 a.m. when they open up, or if they open up just whenever they open. You're gonna start calling right when they open up. The first person you're gonna call is PM Stanley Motors. You're gonna call them up. Hey, PM Stanley Motors, how you doing? This is Cal. I'm a broker or a dispatcher here. And what do you use to move your cars? We got consensus. Okay, well, how about giving us a shot to move your cars from the auction down off the this? Well, the guy we got, he does pretty good. Okay, well, how much does you all pay him? Oh, and they're gonna lowball you. They're gonna lowball you. Oh, we pay him $125 a car or $175 a car. Okay. Let me ask you a question. You got any vehicles coming to auction that you need like right away? You need to have done fast. Maybe he can't deliver on them as quick. Well, yeah, sometimes we do get, a load of cars, maybe 20, 30 cars. We gotta, on a Monday, we gotta have them here by Wednesday, so we gotta have them here by close business on Tuesday. All right. So if that's the case, you think you want to give me a shot and get no move for you? Well, What you talking about as far as money wise? Well, I can probably, if you gotta be there next day, I can definitely have to be there for $400 a car. That's kind of expensive, yeah, but you want them there the next day. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's if you get that far in the conversation. Chances are you're not going to get that far in the conversation. Chances are it's going to go more like this. Hey, how you doing? I'm calling to see if you all need anybody to help you move your cars. No, we got a guy already, and we kind of happy with him, so, well, there's no problem. I'll just call and see if y'all need anybody. I'll tell you what, why don't I give y'all a call back at some point in time later, and then if you have somebody, just give me a shot. Okay, cool. And my name is Calvin. I'm with RBBS Transport LLC. All right, I'll give y'all a call back on another day and just hang up. Don't give them time to, but don't call us. We'll talk. Just hang up. You go to the next one on the list. You go to the next one on the list. Same conversation. Next. You keep doing that until you get down to you done yourself 20 or 30 calls that day. All right. Then the next day, you're gonna pick up where? From where you left off at. You're gonna call the next 20 or 30 ones on that list. Then the day after that, that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna go back up to the top and call them back. Hey, this is Calvin again. And I called y'all on Monday. Now it's Wednesday, right? I called y'all on Monday to see if y'all call. I just called to see if y'all got in. I'm the cars. Y'all need picked up. Well, no, they don't have anything. Okay, no problem. I just called to see what y'all had. I'll call y'all back some other time. Y'all and just keep going down the list. Now, what's gonna happen is after about 2 or 3 weeks of doing this, they know who you are, right? They're pretty much expecting your calls on every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And other places we call every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you call them about the same time that you called them before. So when the phone rings on Friday at 10:15, that must be Calvin. Right? Now, what happens when they've got a load of 30 cars that they picked up and their normal carrier truck is broken down, but not available? Anybody tell me what happens then?
They're gonna be looking to call you.
Exactly. Whose name is gonna be at the tip of the tongue?
That nigga Kyle.
That's right, because he's calling me every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at the same doggone time. That's how you get in with these people.
Well, I've actually been using a strategy similar to that with calling people on Truckers Pass, because when those people are on Truckers Pass, they're looking for loads, most of them. So when they tell me they're not interested, I'll be like, well, I know you're on here looking for a load. Obviously, you need help looking for a load. It's Friday. It's the end of the day. If you don't move today, you're not going to move for the rest of the week. So if you decide you need help finding a load, call me back. And people have called me back.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, you just gotta. What you're doing is you're nagging them so much they can't help but know you.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
And then when they get tight, they know, man, look here, I'm so glad we know you.
Right.
Tight. And that's your way in. And once you get in, then you just take over as being a regular carrier. You know what I'm saying?
I had a lady call me back the same day because I told her the exact thing. I was like, you're trying to find loads yourself, and if you don't find one today, you're not going to move for the rest of the week.
Yeah.
I mean, for the rest of the weekend. And then like a couple hours later, she was like, so what do you got for me? I was like,
yeah, what you say?
It's 7 o'clock in the evening. All the brokers are closed. I mean, I can't really help you now, but I can help you first thing Monday, and I can book you out for the rest of the week.
What you do from that is you do what? You go ahead and book her out for the week.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Or you go ahead and put her on some short run loads until she can run 3 and make 4 times the money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then she's hooked. Now, with these car dealerships, I know Larry said, well, that's kind of a lot to be doing, Calvin. You call these cars every day, this is that. But let me explain something to you. The average small used car dealership sells 300 to 500 cars per month. Y'all do realize that, right?
Nope, I didn't know that.
You think these car dealerships are open, just be open? No, they move cars. They move cars. Okay, a small used car dealership will sell 300 cars a month. small will sell 300 cars a month. Now, if that's the case, what are some of these medium-sized and large dealerships moving? 600, 700, 800 cars a month, right? You think they're getting all these cars from trade-ins? No. They get about maybe 30% or 40% of the cars come from trade-ins. The rest come from auction. They go to the auction, it's nothing for a used car dealership to buy 60 or 100 cars a week from an auction. Got to replenish what? Their stock, right? And they're buying 60 cars, on average 60 cars a week from the auction. Isn't that like juicy when it comes to money?
Right.
Even if you're only making $25 a car, right? If you had to cut a deal with them, they're saying, look, all we're gonna pay you is $200 a car. Okay. That means you're gonna be paying the carrier what? $175, $150 a car. So you're making $50, $25 a car. But at 60 cars, that's money, right?
That's right.
Used car dealerships, if you ever get a contract, if you ever get on with them to get a contract with them, you are in the money. All you got to do is just make sure you got the carriers that are going to move those cars. So when you call those, hey, John over at Auto Hall 267, I got a deal for you, man. I got a guy that needs 40 cars. Go down to Tallahassee from Fort Lauderdale. Now, you're never going to be, these car dealers are never going to be moving cars from one state to the next state. They're going to move cars from within the state. They're not going all across the country just to get cars. They're going within the state. There's never more than 100 to 150 miles or a couple hundred miles away. So they can make a couple runs in one day. You understand?
So you're looking for carriers in that state.
Exactly. You gotta make contact with carriers within your state, within the area of where the auctions are, or somewhere in between. And when you call them up and say, hey, I got 40 cars I need you to move. I need to have, and today is what? Saturday? I need them here by Wednesday. I can make that happen. Or I need them here by Tuesday. I can make that happen. If they got a 10 or 11 car hauler, how many trips is that? 4, right?
Right.
That's a lot of money. You tell them, look, because it's 40 cars, I can give you $150 a car. You might be getting $200 a car. So you keep them what? And here's the great part about it, John. When you drop the last car, the dealership is going to cut you a check for your half of it. But they're going to cut you a check. So he's paid at what? At the drop, right?
Right.
Y'all see how attractive those deals can be? And then you can just invoice the car dealer for your cut. See how that works? That's why dealing with car dealers, once you get, it's hard to get in with them. But once you get in with them, what's my word? That borrow from somebody?
Juicy.
Juicy. Once you get in with them, it's juicy. And that's money you can count on week in and week out. They need them cars. Just as sure as they sell them, they got to get more of them. And sure they need to get more of them, they got to use you to move. Okay?
Nice.
Yeah, Kevin, and then we can find these carriers the same way that you showed us, right?
Yeah. Yeah. You're going to go through the thing and look for carriers, in that state. And you're going to try to call carriers that are right there. Because normally, if they're there, you can call them up. They can be ready to go pick those cars up. Or if you got a carrier that has multiple trucks, they always look. I might need you to keep at least one truck available. I may call you up and I may need 20 cars. Just like that, right?
So you're using Trucker's Path to find these carriers as well?
Nah, not really. You can go through we give you all a site in the back office where you can go and find car haulers within your state. Y'all remember that?
It's in the back office, you said?
Yeah. There's a where's that here? You can find the auto haulers within your state. One of these. Okay. Might be on the quick transport solution. I think it is. I think it's on the quick transport solution, but where you can locate the auto haulers within your state. Hold on. No, it might be here. It might be here, but I think it's up here to West Chicago. I haven't used it. We do have it in the back office. Choose resources. Might be up here. Wait. There it is. No. There it is. Free auto transport directory. Damn, I knew I had it up here. It's right there. This is it right here. Free auto transport directory. Well, then, yeah. Move Cars is the most trusted auto transport directory powered by DealerTrack, Central Dispatch Network. Click on it. Put in what state you want to look in. Order. There you go. Now see how that works?
Yes.
Armor. Hey, how you doing? Great. Look at man. I just worked out a contract with 3-car dealership in your state, and I'm gonna need an auto hauler that's ready to move at the drop of a hat. Because at any given time, I may call you up and tell you I need 40 cars, and they need to be there, need to be moved in 2 days. Think you handle that? How much you paying? At least $150 a car, man. Could be higher. Yeah. All right, man, I'm gonna shoot you over a little contract. Sign up, whatever this is that. Ready to make some money. Right? That's how you do it. Okay.
And this is a different contract than the
yeah, it's just an agreement. It's just an agreement you're gonna make up. I mean, it's nothing real. Whatever the states that you are, it's really just a contract that's saying that they will keep a truck and trailer available for on call. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to call them and say, well, all my trucks are out right now. You
right. Okay.
Now,
yeah.
So you really want to try and kind of tie up one of the trucks. But at the same time, you got to make good by giving them what business, right?
Right.
That's basically all it is. Okay.
And then would it have in there that minimum 150 a car?
Yeah, I would. I mean, you pretty much count on 150 car because look, if it's, and you can put a car on it, if it's anything less than that, it won't go below 125. So most car dealerships know that they're gonna have to pay at least $200 a car. Okay? That's about the norm. I've been able to get some car dealerships up to $300 a car if it's a rush, if something needs to be brought in right away. I normally pay somebody $175. Yeah, but that's when you want to get by Friday. Next Friday. You want this here, today's Monday, you want them here by Tuesday. I close the business Tuesday or tomorrow, right? All right. Want them here by Friday? I can get them done for you for $175. If you want him by tomorrow, it's gonna be 300. You know what I'm saying? If you want him by tomorrow, it's gonna be. I mean, it's supply and demand. Anything else, right?
Right.
All right, everybody. It is 1:16. I gotta go home now. I can't play with y'all all day. I gotta go home. Wife will be back home soon. Found my job this morning. We're supposed to tomorrow we're going to the Dead Hills horse trial. Y'all even know what that is?
What is that again?
Equestrian?
Dead Hills horse trials.
Equestrian?
Yeah, it's a big Olympic trials that they have here every year
Mm-hmm.
for the equestrian riders that are going to be competing for the they're going to be competing for the Olympic slots. And 4 days really. It's from Thursday, Friday. It's every March 5th through the 8th or something like that. It's 4 days, March 7th through March the 9th or 8th or whatever. But there it is right there. And they have it here every year. I'm a big horse. I was raised on a big farm. We had about 40 head of horses. My wife, she rides horses. She loves horses. So, this is something that I want to take her. This will be her first time going. I usually try to go just about every year. And it's free for kids under 12, I think, or 13. So we're gonna take her nieces and her nephew. Take them through it. First time going, but it's a pretty big event. ESPN and all the sportscasters and things, they're usually there. And one that we're going to on Sunday is going to be the jumps. They have like on the first one, they have like a little thing where they make them, certain steps. The formal thing. You know what I'm talking about? Have them doing like the steps and the show.
Dressage.
Yeah, where they have them all braided up, looking nice, and the riders in their top hats and
right. Yep.
Doing the steps and all that type of stuff. Then the second one they have is the cross country thing where they go across like a cross country race, timing them, and then they have something where they do best in show or something like that, and then the last one is the jump. So that's the one we're going to, like a 4-day pass, but we're both so busy we couldn't go all 4 days, so we chose to just that's one. Tomorrow, and so we're gonna be doing that. So today we're going out and some stuff, just to make a day of it. They have all types of vendors and things out there, all types of stuff. We were thinking about sponsoring, becoming a sponsor next year. When you become a sponsor, your logos and stuff go all up on the sponsor board and all on the television commercials and all this stuff. This is that. It kind of gives you some recognition nationwide. But then when you sponsor, when they go to the Olympics, your sponsor logos go to the Olympics with them. You know what I'm saying? So you get national, you get worldwide recognition. It's the Olympics and stuff like that. So it's pretty good. You can sponsor for as little as I think $5,000. The big sponsors they put in like $50,000, $100,000 or something like that. So, but we were thinking about getting like a small or size sponsorship and maybe sponsor maybe 2 or 3 horses, one of the horses, something like that. But it's just stuff like this, kind of broaden your your branding. Okay, we talk about branding a lot. these are some of the things that you all might want to start taking a look at. Kind of broaden your appeal in the general public, and things that'll help you get noticed, things that'll help you. These are not short-term things, but these build your long-term, your longevity within the industry and broaden your appeal to make you more recognizable. Okay, so, and plus it's a lot of fun and stuff like this. I mean, I like it because I was raised around horses, so I'm all into this type of stuff. I don't know if y'all know, but when I was owner operator and driving trucks, did y'all know what my handle was?
Nope.
My handle was
Seabiscuit.
Oh.
Secretariat.
The Bounty Hunter.
Oh.
That was my handle. Let me see if I can find my little.
Calvin, while you finding that, can I ask you a real quick question?
Yeah.
How do you manage these carrier calling a customer before pickup or delivery?
You do what now?
How do you deal with these carriers that don't call the customer before pickup or delivery?
That don't call the customer before pickup or delivery?
Yeah, for their cars.
Hold on. How they arranging the pickups?
Well, the thing is, I just got to receive a text from a client where the driver showed up last night without even calling.
And you're not gonna have to be managed them for very long, because they're probably not gonna get business and doing something like that. You just have to reinforce it and say, hey, look, guy. You can't just show up at a customer's place because without it being prearranged. You can't expect these people to just drop everything. They have jobs, they have careers, they have family, they have a life, right?
Right.
You just have to reinforce and say, look, these are private individuals. This is not a car dealership, but they're gonna be open from this time into that time. You have to make the arrangement to pick up these things. Okay? So in the future, just do me a favor. If you don't want to call the customer, call me and let me know you're on your way. Then I will call the customer and make sure that they're aware that you're on your way.
Okay, yeah, because I just received a text from the customers saying it was disappointing, but I told them sorry, and the driver's supposed to call and so forth. So.
But this was my persona. As y'all can see here, I was always, that's back when I was, in shape. As y'all can see, that was my thing, the bounty hunter. Okay, that was my handle. People, when they saw me, I always had my black hat on with my shades and dressed like a bounty hunter. That's what it was. Okay, so there's some more pictures there. That was my handle, bounty hunter. I was over it. That was on my truck, bounty hunter.
Look at you styling and profiling.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lifestyle, right? I mean, trucking is literally it's a lifestyle. It's more than just a job. And if you go into it, if you're a truck driver and you go into it thinking it's just a job, you're gonna be miserable. You got to get into the whole lifestyle of it. Any truckers in here? Any truckers? Anybody that drives the truck or is in the industry as a truck driver, the guys that do the best at this and the guys that don't, because I used to stay out 6, sometimes 7 weeks at a time. can't do that just under the impression that it's just a job, right?
True.
You got to get into the lifestyle. I never half did anything. That's who I am. I've never, if I go all the way. I went into the military. I went, 10th Mountain Division, sniper, Ranger, jumping out of C-131s and C-141s at 20,000 people in halos. Okay? I don't have to do anything. If I do something, I want to experience the whole 100 yards of it. So when I went into trucking, I went into it with that, that whole thing, that whole bounty hunter thing. I chose my handle. I'm the bounty hunter because I hunt down the highest paying loads and I go out. So, I'm on the CB, or whatever. Now, this is from a thing of new generation truckers. Thing that we did where we showcased a new breed of truckers, because we were showing people that truckers are not what you all think they are anymore. These are all, this was part of we had like a little networking group called the new breed of truckers. And these were people who were within our network group. Truckers are not always these, old guys looking like whatever. Our new breed of truckers, they're female, they're young, they're guys who are, people who are progressive, people who are intelligent, smart, and they're in this, and they're changing the whole thing of like he said, new breed of truckers, and that was the look at this this album. This was our group, the new breed of truckers. So we formed our own little network. We all went to truck driving school. Together, by the way. This young lady here, she runs her own trucking company now. She was an owner operator with KLM. What was it? KLSM. But she ran her own truck. She has like trucking company. She has like 7 trucks now. This guy right here came from. He was a Marine, and he and I roomed together at truck driving school. He was homeless when he came to truck driving school. And now he went and ran for Western Express, and he became an owner operator. He became a trainer and an owner operator, and now he owns, I think, 9 or 10 trucks. This gentleman right here was in truck driving school with me too. That's his fiance back here. They're married now, have a little boy and stuff. Young cat, he was only like 22, 23 years old when he 22 years old when he came to truck driving school. And he kind of just took him out, just took him underneath my wing, and because they used to all call me Sarge, because I was the oldest one in the bunch. So, and they said I looked like a drill sergeant, or I carried myself like a drill sergeant. So I kind of took him underneath my wing, and he and I are good friends now. He left. He doesn't drive over the road anymore. He does like the American. What's got going on? He drives the American van lines where they move family moves. He does that. He does pretty good at it. She owns her own. She's an owner operator. He's a trainer and owner operator now too. All of us went to truck driving school together. And we formed our little, our little band, network called Beauty Truck.
Cool.
But you have to make this a lifestyle. If you're gonna, if you're gonna do this and do it right, you can't do it just because it's a job. It has to be a lifestyle. Next generation of truckers are not uneducated, fat, nasty, and not social. This new generation, somebody's got a lot of noise. This new generation of truckers, this new generation of truckers are much more than a bunch of steering wheel holders. Much more than a bunch of steering wheel holders. Take a close look at the new faces of trucking. We're young, educated, healthy, and fit. A great number of us are business owners and entrepreneurs. new breed of hustlers, and we're changing the perception of how people see us. Get used to seeing us because we're here to stay. Okay, so anyway, there you have it. All right. On that note, we're gonna end this. Matter of fact, I think here's my favorite bounty hunter picture. Look like a gunslinger on it. Had just got into a truck stop somewhere done. But yeah, like that. You know, it's like going to the TAs and the petrol. But they had gyms, you know, when you go and work out. So we all used to go to the TAs and the petros because they had the built-in gyms at the truck stops. You know, the flying J's don't have it. So, you know, so we will all stick to the TAs. All right, everybody.
Have a nice one. Be safe.
It's so nice we had this time together. Just to laugh and sing along. All right, everybody. I appreciate y'all. As always, my dog, as y'all can see him, he's jumping up here in my lap. He is so spoiled. AJ, why are you so spoiled? Huh? Why are you so spoiled? I know. It's okay. We're gonna be all right. We're gonna go outside and play a little bit. But my dog says it's time to go. Okay, so it's time to go. I appreciate y'all. I look to see you all back here on Monday night for the self training. I'll figure out what we're gonna do. I'm not gonna make it Asia and her co-host do it this Monday. I'm not gonna put it on that quick, but we're gonna pick someone and we're gonna have the self-training on Monday at 8 p.m. to 8:45 p.m. Then back on Tuesday, we'll do our regular how to broker training. And then on Wednesday, we have our Q&A. All right, everybody. Y'all have a great weekend. Enjoy yourselves. Be safe and make some money.
You too. Bye.
Thank you. You too. Take care.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks. Take care.
Bye, AJ.